Hello and welcome to League of Thieves. My name is Nimsy and I'm going to be your host this evening. I cannot wait to get started because today is the beginning of the next stage in our EU season. 12 teams have qualified for the season and it's on to the group stages. This means that in each match the stakes are higher than anything we've casted here before. Joining me to bring you all the action today is a familiar face who will bring a great insight into these matches. It's Corvax. Give us a hello, Corvax.
Hello, guys.
Here he is, here's Mr. Corvax. So we're going to be heading straight into the first matches very soon, but first of all let's go ahead and take a look at how those groups are looking, and then after that we're going to take a peek at which matches we have coming up for you tonight. So heading over to our groups. First of all, we have Group A, Venomous. They finished really strongly in the qualifying stages. They finished at the very top of the leaderboard, and they're looking like the team to beat this season. In there, we also have Skverna and Midnight Waters, and then it's over to Group B. In Group B, we've got Friendly Ghosts. They're looking to haunt Lobsters and the Sinking Dutchman to secure a top spot of that group. I'm very curious to see which two teams survive this group because it's going to be a very tough fight between all of those teams. And then we have our Group C. I'm going to go ahead and say that the C stands for Chaos because this looks like it's going to be a very tough group. Bloody Rascals finishing third in the qualifiers, but Pestilence, they finished 6th, which was perhaps the biggest shock for me, at least, in the qualifiers, because we know them to be one of the strongest opponents to sink in this format. However, let's not forget about HMS Terror. They're more than capable of a few surprises. And then finally, we have our Group D. I just clicked the wrong thing, there we go. Finally we have Group D. So in this group we've got Better Call Scuttle. They finished 4th in the qualifiers, and right behind them we have Golden Sea Dogs who finished 5th. They're both going to have their sights set on taking that top spot. And Elo Police, they had a really rough time in qualifiers, but we did see a lot of improvement in their results towards the very end. So now there's not actually any Elo for them to police. Perhaps it's time to see them become a little bit more cutthroat with their opponents and take some strong victories and hopefully make their way out of the group stages. So that's it for all of our groups. Let's go ahead and jump straight in on the action as soon as we can. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Let's throw on a little bit of dramatic music for you guys as we head into our main page. Okay. Actually, no, wait, we didn't check out the matches that are coming up, did we? So first up, we've got Golden Sea Dogs versus Elo Police. That is a Group D game, and then it's over to Group B with Lobsters versus the Sinking Dutchman. Back to Group D for Golden Sea Dogs versus Better Call Scuttle. And then Group A, Venomous versus Midnight Waters. Finally finishing with the Group of Chaos, it's Pestilence versus HMS Terror. So let's go ahead and get this Golden Sea Dogs and Elo Police game underway as soon as we possibly can for you. And in the meantime, while I get these POVs up, Corvax, how about you tell everybody how these group stages are going to work?
Well, so every team will be playing the other teams in their group twice. So with teams, 3 teams per group, that means each team has 4 group stage matchups. These matches will be for points. If you win, you get 3 points. If you draw, you get 1 point. If you lose, you get 0 points. So after all group matches have been played, the 2 teams from each group with the most points will proceed to the knockout stages. And then they'll be playing elimination matches from there. So that's what we're playing for here. You really gotta see if you can get enough points to secure it early on. Golden Sea Dogs or Elo Police can get an early win here today. They can be sitting pretty nicely already.
They'll
Even
be hoping that they
today,
can.
a chance, yeah. But with 1 point for a draw, it's worth even fighting for the second match, even if you know you can only get that 1 point. It's still a much better chance to qualify for the finals.
Please take your starting position.
It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a tough battle here for Elo Police. Golden Sea has been looking very strong, but Elo Police are practicing a lot recently. And we saw them get better at border control and
Prepare
like making sure they don't
yourselves.
get
3,
swarmed on the boat.
2,
They've had a few troubles with that.
1, go.
Yeah, they have, but like I mentioned earlier, they came out of the groups, out of qualifiers, sorry, with like big improvements. They made some roster changes right near the end, and they were actually winning their games, but unfortunately, the games that they played early on in the qualifiers, like it just set them back so far down that no matter what results they got
Yeah.
towards the end, it wasn't enough to bring them back up the leaderboard. But
Yeah, they did start to climb at the end there, but it was just they didn't have enough matches. I think they could have kept it going.
it's good, right? Because they came in, they're probably going to come into the group stage with a bit more confidence, because if they didn't get those last good results, then maybe they would have come into the group stages on the back of no wins at all, and it would have, looked a little bit bleak. But they proved that they can get the wins. They proved that they've improved, that
Oh yeah,
they can do some damage. So we'll see how they get on in their group. But like you said, Golden Sea Dogs are a really strong team.
definitely. And both teams practice a lot. They really want this. So
Sailing into the mid. I think they're gonna go for mid now.
there's no lack of commitment in any of these teams. That's for sure. Who are we listening in on here? It's
We're listening on with Elo Police. This is Loki's POV. Pythor's POV is the second bit. If I bring it over, this is Loki, and these are the comms that we're hearing from this POV.
remember Loki playing in high table, but they're not participating here this season, so that was a really good pickup to get Loki in on Bilge.
Yeah, I agree. He brought something completely different to their team. It was sort of like a voice that brought everybody together. It was a sort of a missing piece for them that's really made them take it a step up.
Not even not just the individual skill, but all the knowledge from actually playing and knowing call-outs and stuff. I know that's a big help to new teams as well.
It's fine. Get a few here. Let me know if you need more.
Loki is the flex indeed. Okay, I thought he was bilging on the team.
Oh no, Loki's definitely a flex.
Yeah.
He played flex for high table too.
I got you 2 here. Then you're good. Okay, I'm gonna hold.
Life was bilging. Okay. Yeah, I'm trolling. I've just seen Loki on bilge, but it's everybody plays every role at some point, almost.
Let me pick this one and you can go up, I guess.
Reballing as well.
I don't know what it is with this corner, but it's become a thing to sit in this top northeast corner.
More buckets.
Coming.
Soon.
Oh yeah, I lost angle.
Of course, one of the other things is, with the ELO leaderboards, some of the teams who are a bit lower down, they haven't faced some of these top teams yet. Just because the matchups were based on the ELO, they just didn't get the opportunity to have a game versus some of these teams. But I wonder if they've had any private scrims against some of the top teams
Yeah,
as well.
I can't
but-
remember if they met Golden Sea Dogs. I feel like because Golden Sea Dogs started out like
Bro,
Hits, 1 hit.
a little
nice.
lower in the elo as well, right? Losing a little elo and then gaining again,
Yeah.
coming back.
Fine, they're not gonna make
Nice kill from Loki there. Golden Sea Dogs had sent 3 borders out. Looks like one of them definitely got on and killed Pythor for ELO Police, but Loki picked up the kill on Kitty Cat
I have no idea.
and got him
You see on the
dead.
map here, they're so close. I'm just not comfortable as I helm myself. I'm not comfortable at all with them being so close to that edge.
Sun's raised.
We've seen so many teams sail out, like they barely stay in there, but
Alright, we're
Yeah,
good.
that was close,
they will
but
both
they're
be
heading back in
noticing.
now.
So many wars.
Yeah, they're taking a parallel instead here. They have plenty of room to run on.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it was because we weren't shooting at them. Like, so.
ELO Police are doing okay so
sometimes
far.
they
It
were not on
is,
cats,
yeah, they are. It's
but this is.
I guess especially if you haven't played, if they haven't played, even if they haven't played them very much. Like they've gotten way more comfortable with the other teams near their elo that they fight over and over and over in the qualifiers.
Yeah,
Like fighting one of these new teams, you really just wanna poke them a little bit, see if you can get an opening, but you don't really want to go in super aggressive. You definitely get into knowing specific teams' play style and get really good at countering that.
But I have a little problem with bounce here.
So All good. We'll have no
Sounds like the helm on
Oh,
Elo
no.
Police is
Yeah.
concerned about the bounds. We heard that there.
Yeah.
He looks okay on the map. This isn't such a bad position, but the fact that they're in a parallel is just going to gradually bring them closer towards that bound. So maybe that's
Good one.
why he's a little bit concerned.
It looks like it's a. Oh, Kitty Cat loses connection here on Golden
Oh,
Sea.
no.
That's not good. I was about to say, it looks like though it's a really good parallel to take. They are sailing into wind, so it's gonna be like super slow.
Get off that.
Going this way. That's really when the parallel catches you off guard a little bit with the bounds if you have wind or at least a decent amount of speed.
Yeah, it does. A Golden Sea Dogs turn. They're the ones turning out here. I guess because of that disconnect, they don't want to take that broadside, which is a smart play from them. Let's hope that they can get Kitty Cat back onto their crew as soon as possible.
Good that it didn't happen mid broadside there. It's
Yeah, make sure if they
Yeah, I
So
think with
Kitty Cat
the
had
bound
issues?
concerns.
get on map and tell me if they're
Sorry.
shooting for us.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was I can't remember if it was Kitty Cat who was crashing. We had someone else crashing a
Okay,
lot
just tell me when. Just
last
tell me
time as well.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Mid-sail.
Could be.
Oh, that was Midnight Waters. Never mind.
I was gonna
That
say
was,
the reset Golden Sea Dogs are taking here because of the disconnect. It's not such a bad thing for Elo Police because they were a little bit concerned about the bounds, and this is gonna turn them back towards the center. But they're still gonna be taking
Oh,
a
yeah.
parallel, which is. I mean, yeah, if that was they could have taken the opportunity there to turn this into an orbital, but it looks like they're gonna stick it out with a parallel.
But this parallel is way more scary though to take because they've turned into wind now. So Elo Police ends up sailing so far down into the corner here that if they keep going, they could end up in one of those where they both full raise and just have to cannon it out. But
Oh, shit.
they typically end up being extremely awkward because nobody really wants to commit borders when you can't wrap the enemy. Yeah, that's right, Phineas. Welcome in, Roots. This
Or
is
no, it's fine.
indeed the first match. The first match in the first DC.
I have to go to stationary now.
Yeah, big patch update today, so we'll see if there's any game-changing bugs as we go along. But so far, everything on the game's end seems fine.
I don't know.
It does sound like it's been one of the smoother updates.
Kitty
used
Cat
to say
Joy's back
that,
on the crew. It's gonna take him a little bit longer just to get in and get his pockets and be properly ready,
Is it-
but
Hopefully he didn't lose too much though. Like there. Do we remember what position Kitty Cat plays?
I don't know if we're hitting enough.
Kitty Cat's flex, right? Or bilge.
That
No, I think
doesn't
Lars
sound
is
like-
builds actually, sorry.
Yeah.
Can't really
It's not
maneuver
too
here
good.
with one
Probably
number.
a few specials
I can't
lost
really
there.
be in front of them, 'cause otherwise we would go out of bounds.
This is such an awkward position because Elo Police wanted to catch up and then they two sailed, but they two sailed with wind, so they got all the way down into the corner here now, and they can't really. They have room to go on the east side, but none of these teams really want to stop shooting at each other. They've committed a lot of cannonballs, and they've in both broads they've been in now.
Hello, thank you for the
The
raid,
supplies
Alex.
are low.
We hope
Also,
your stream
Loki,
went well.
were.
Hey. Hello everybody joining in. Just to fill you in, welcome League of Thieves. This is competitive Sea of Thieves. We're in the EU season and this is the first match of our group stages. If you stick around, we'll show you how that looks a little bit later.
Yeah,
Golden Sea
where
Dogs
we're gonna
just
start.
decide to
shooting.
just
They're gonna
turn
try.
off here.
Yeah.
Should I go over? Should I go
But
over?
Elo Police can't really like they're talking about going over here, but it's so far and they don't really have pressure. But they also don't have resources left. You see, they have 24 left in their red barrel, 24 cannonballs left.
Lars is disconnected now. What is happening with Golden Sea Dogs? Everybody on this crew is just being
God.
kicked out of the game. This isn't what we want to
Go
see.
to the right side. You're gonna push them out of the corner. Go to the
No.
right side of them.
And I don't even, like Elo Police doesn't know, but they must know something is up with the way Golden Sea Dogs is sailing here.
Yeah, drop a mid-sail.
They know Golden Sea Dogs wouldn't
So you gotta-
like try and dodge the fight.
Yeah, we're gonna turn also. We're gonna see.
I'm surprised they're not pushing them more here, but
If you got blunders or anything, we could possibly.
Yeah, we're going to be
come out.
going into
In-
overtime in just 15 seconds.
yeah. We'll have a little more,
Yeah, race Frontier as
more,
well.
but it's not a lot. 50 extra and 24 in their barrel and maybe pockets, so they'll be
Yeah.
sitting at around 100.
Waiting for overtime.
A little lower.
It's
That's not a lot.
overtime.
OT and 5, I think.
It's definitely not a lot if they take this
I'm
distance
oh,
here.
fuck's sake.
And the approaching Loki just eats one ball.
Yeah, there should be no problem for Waifu to get a revive though. Especially since Golden State, are
No.
they nosing here?
What the hell?
No, they're turning
No,
away.
sorry, yeah, they're
just-
turning
just
their back.
Yeah, they're turning into the corner.
I'm gonna turn out here. I'm trying to turn out here. Can I go over
They get their
It's-
full crew back in yet? I see 4 in their crew, so they should be happy to take
Yeah,
this
Last is
broadside
back
again
in.
now.
And they must have way more supplies because they've definitely not been shooting nearly as many cannons. When they know they have one down, they won't.
They see me though.
Like typically, they won't use the resources. There's no point in wasting your cannonballs when you know you are one down.
Just
they
lost
should be
our
sending
map
forward.
POV for just a second.
Gonna hold me here.
Just take Merm. We need you.
They're gonna hold me. They're just holding me on ladder right now. They can't really do anything.
That was intended. I said race Frontier.
You can hear from Elo, please,
them
that
on
they're
fire,
holding
maybe?
him on ladder, so he's
Nah.
sounds like he's still in the water. Elo, please is still in the water next to Golden Sea Dogs, but
I don't know.
So it's overtime, right?
it's just sniping a little bit. He will run.
They're
Making them waste
nosing, they're
food.
nosing us. They're nosing us
Yeah,
now.
but way too far again.
Yeah, Loki, take your Merm.
I have a hard time seeing how Elo, please. I hope they go for it, but
Yes, it's overtime. Yes, it's overtime.
with the time and the supplies left,
Get him now.
there's got to be one really swift close broad, very decisive, and just
No, they're trying to get close.
commit to
Right.
borders quickly.
We can win the close part here. We can win it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
no.
They're
really hope
confident
he,
they can win this close broad though.
yeah,
Loki took his
yeah.
Merm, he came back. They're 4 strong, but he's down dealing with food while they
Embassy
are
and
in the
Kovacs
broadside.
can't hear us, right?
I think Golden Sea Dogs they're not okay with, even with the DCs, they're not okay with this going to a draw here. They want to secure first
We can
match.
go with deck shot here. Just go for shoot them on deck.
Yeah, we could hear you, but we can't now.
Win this
Shooting
deck fight here.
runners at their back.
We can win
From
this
the
deck
private
fight here.
servers,
We get win the broad here.
3 minutes is not. It's definitely enough to sink them at this distance here.
Fine.
They can definitely
Definitely.
do it, and-
If they get stuck in here, it's definitely enough time. It's only after that 1 minute mark if no significant
Yeah.
damage has been done and it gets really tough. But there's plenty of time here. Loki just missing the one ball. Came grazing past his face, really close there.
Which way to shoot them with blunder shoot?
And I honestly don't expect any of these
you
teams trying to
first
take
shoot
a
their
reset or
back.
peeling off here. It's they got in so close so fast because they want to make sure they can use the last they have left.
We bowling.
It's a nice close broadside though. A one ball could be pivotal here. Whoever gets it first, if they spam the borders after that and they have the lower pressure, it
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like Vane's actually going to go for it. Oh, he wanted to go for a board there, but the cannon just hits him off. Maybe he'll have another go at it. He is, but he's not on full health. This is interesting.
Pablo is
Let's go ahead and-
It's
Is he gonna
especially
make
important
this?
to remember that the amount of food he barely makes. No, doesn't.
Yeah.
I thought he might have had longer arms there.
We have 10 cannonballs. One left.
Mermaid.
Oof, that's close to Sage.
He's not up. It's
Where is
fine.
he?
Well, Elo Police is aware that there's a Merm there.
Python, can you hold him?
Yeah, they're sitting pretty comfortable right now. They're in a nice position. Let's jump on with Loki's POV and see. Yeah, he's completely freed up to watch for borders, which means that his build just doing a good job down below. And now
Yeah.
it's Loki that wants to go for a board.
Yeah, he doesn't have any cannonballs in his pockets, and
And Vane's going to go for a board too. It's going to be a board both ways. I was about to switch to a single
Ooh.
POV, but let's keep
Oh,
both
Vane
POVs open.
overshoots. Does he
Shoot
make?
someone over,
Vane
shoot
is
someone over.
pretty far from the boat here, but
I'm off.
Yeah, I'm
Loki
got it.
didn't quite get on. He got up for just a second, but then just got pushed back down a
Oh,
little bit. I think
Loki's
Vane
kinda
makes this. Vane
catching.
makes this.
yeah, he does.
And Loki's going to make it too. So they're
Loki's
boarding each
catching
other's
us.
ships, and we're going to stay on both POVs here and try and
Should
cast
we blow
both
it
of
up?
these boards at the same time.
Where is he?
Oh no, it looks like Doc didn't.
One on.
There's two from Golden Sea Dogs
two
on
from
Elo
Golden Sea
Police's
Dogs
ship.
on, yeah.
Does
and
Loki
they're
need to go
backsplashing
back?
a lot on Vane. That's 3 backsplashes. 4. He's just gonna stay here while
Yeah, GG's.
they actually did it. They got it.
Pythel's dead. They get the sink here, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they
wow.
did.
Where the buckets?
Yeah, Vane just stuck to that grate and got 4 backsplashes off of him.
But I saw someone on top, so I tried to kill him and
Yeah, one interesting situation where Loki goes for the board and
Game
Golden
over.
Sea Dogs send two boarders at the same time, and maybe that was the play to send two because while Loki wasn't on board to guard, and it was two boarders coming from Golden Sea Dogs onto his ship, 2v3 up there with the bilge down, dealing with water. They did enough to get a kill on Pythor, and yeah, 3 minutes was definitely enough to get a sink. They had some time to spare actually too.
When they sent up borders, there was 120, I think, left. But sending the second border for Golden Sea Dogs, I think that was important. They knew they had to do it. I really hope they're looking at the clock here. Sometimes it feels like they're not, that they kind of lose focus because there's so much going on. But it seemed like they knew they had to do something.
I'm not gonna lie, it can be really easy to lose track of time when you're in that situation. You just have a little bit of a rough idea of how long's left. Normally a
Oh, yeah.
few minutes to go, but yeah, it can be
You
really
hear that
agonizing.
overtime. You hear the overtime clock, and you're aware it's 5 minutes. But then you get extra resource and blunders, and then stuff. Like if it's not popping off there, it starts going again, and then all hell breaks loose. Usually, unless someone is trying to survive.
Okay,
I'm so glad they both went straight into each other here, like into close range. None of this long range. Like they didn't have resources. And they both wanted to win.
yeah, it's exactly what we want to see. And I'm sure the Golden Sea Dogs were annoyed that they couldn't get stuck in even sooner because of those disconnects, because I'm sure they
Yeah.
would have wanted to get that and go in as quickly as possible. I'm just waiting for a couple of the Sinking Dutchman streams to go live. Can't see anybody
Yeah.
from them streaming yet, and then we'll get the second game underway. Lobsters versus Sinking Dutchman from
Lobsters.
Group B.
They are the two teams that are closest to each other's elo in that group. Definitely, and a pretty even match. I think they both surprised in a lot of the previous qualifiers. I really hope to see Lobsters. I feel like Lobsters have been very aggressive in their style recently, which I love to see. Very confident broads and boards. See who do we have? We have Reach, and then we're gonna have Marrakils on
Karaka for this game. We're going to get
Baraka.
that Helm
Your match will
POV,
begin
which I'm
shortly.
sure you'll
Please
appreciate.
take your starting position.
Helm POV is it's nice to be able to see. You get an overview of everything that happens at all times. I'm so used to being
Prepare
on Helm as
yourselves.
a player that I
3,
always get to see everything
2,
that's going on most of the time.
1, go.
But it's when you play the other roles, you really learn, like you're really zoned in on an activity, and you need that all the callouts and stuff to have the broader picture.
Let's jump in with the Lobsters comms here.
I agree with you, absolutely.
Just because I know Sinking Dutchman all speak Italian, I think, and I don't speak Italian, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
To close the stream probably would be.
I'm sure it's gonna sound
Stream
plenty
sniping
intense on
would
their boat,
get
but
reported,
it's
man. Someone didn't take their special Kurokus.
Ah, yeah, I didn't
sounds
take
like
them off
Lobsters
the
is just
photo.
chilling at the moment, dude.
Yeah.
Me too. I had to run down really.
Okay,
Kurokus, griefing.
raise me then buff. Raise me then.
Yep,
and fall.
raising right.
I always find these entries so interesting,
Can go like this.
the ways that these helms decide to turn and
Broad.
take that initial broadside.
Yeah.
In this case, they're both going to be turning the same way towards southeast, and they're going to take a parallel, which is the least preferred way to open the
This is
matches.
this looks horrible on the map. It just gives me anxiety watching this. Like this, there's nothing good about this approach. Nobody should replicate this. This is just no. Like going to the corner, but then aiming into the corner with each other in a parallel is. It's like playing chicken with the other boat, like saying like, well, you turn first, no, you turn first, and hoping that you do enough damage that the other boat decides to turn. But
Ah, it's okay.
it looks like it's Lobsters on the near the middle line there, right? Like they have no room to move on.
And I'm turning too much again.
But
I'm fixing no work.
I mean, they have. Oh no, Thinking Dutchman.
Okay, they're coming a lot closer.
They're trying to wrap them, but there's no space to wrap them here. They have to nose in.
We could just pump low worth it.
Are they nose diving?
Hey, please turn. Lost
They're
angle
definitely
here.
committed on Dutch, Thinking Dutchman. Like they're.
Use planners
Okay,
in
it's
front
okay,
of the
it's
ship, I think, then they were nosers. Or back.
But they are still gliding. No, Lobster is still gliding a little bit from the cannonballs.
What are they doing?
Maybe because
Yeah.
there is out of bounds.
What?
Maybe because there is out of bounds.
I don't even want to watch the map. Like
No,
I
yeah,
have
it's
to, but
stressing
I
out.
don't
One of
want
these
to.
teams is so close to the edge of bounds right
It's-
now.
There is Kura.
Yeah.
Turn.
Somehow
Can do more than
Dutchman doesn't get forced out here, which I thought they were gonna get. I thought Lobster's just gonna sit there and cannon them,
Lobsters save it too.
and they managed. This is crazy.
And Das Fish is maybe going for a board here too. He's sat right in the water next to Lobster's ship. He's going to grab
There
that
must
ladder. Let's
be- they-
single POV for this.
He's gonna grab the ladder while Lobster is coming in behind the boat here, and they're gonna. Dutchman is gonna lose angle.
I'm back up.
Okay, he just boards his own boat again, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He jumped back on his own boat because Bulbasaur from Sinking Dutchman is now trying to
Bulbasaur-
board Lobster. It's just like the game before. Everybody's just trying to board each other. And Lobster's going to be the ones that get the broadside here first, which could
And
be
now they get a
massive at this close
parallel, but
range.
it's. Hopefully it goes up all the way up north here instead of into the side again. He's pistol. Veach is pistol sniping, is he?
Look
Yeah,
how close these cannibals
he
are coming
is.
into Bognoma's face. It's so close.
Now I have mermaid.
Yeah, he's going to struggle to get on the cannon there if Lobsters keep aiming for those top deck shots.
I'm amazed that Veach is pistol sniping here, like at that
Another
distance.
Another
one,
blunder
they want
coming.
to send
He
out
was,
of
yeah.
bounds, probably.
Yep. They are.
But they miss it.
I think it was a little confused from both teams, so that it didn't seem like any team got a real advantage out of that. The approach from the start. It's
Not that much.
now we have a nice calm parallel here, and nobody's turn out.
Repeat it.
Sinking Dutchman look very, very comfortable down below.
They're-
I'm going back up.
yeah,
Lobsters actually
Sinking
appear to be the
Dutchman
ones hurting
almost-
just a tiny bit more.
they almost lost angle in Single Dutchman, but they fix it here and keep the pressure up. It does seem like they have.
It will be nice
most
if we could
pressure.
pump some low worth, actually.
Yeah, but these waves are fuck. I tried.
That's right.
It's
These
not
waves,
like
these
it,
waves
that's why.
are fuck.
Okay.
I got to repair the
I do prefer their position though here on Lobsters. They're a little bit ahead, so when they shoot, their balls will like come in from the side at the cannon line. Can catch the enemy off guard when they're on cannons instead of seeing the trajectory come in straight into you in a parallel. When you have to lean them
I'm going
in
to
front of the boat.
They have taken this parallel just going up into those northwest waves though, which is just like, it's so irritating. It's going to be irritating for the cannons and it's going to be really irritating for the bilge as well.
Okay, go up.
the backsplash.
Okay, wait.
Ah, they
Yeah, I'm going.
backsplash on
I kill one.
Kuraka.
Nice.
Sinking Dutchman's still chilling.
One
I
blunder in the
think-
front.
Yeah, there's an almost. He's dry down there, right?
I got the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's just,
almost.
oh, and here come the
Well,
lowest.
for a
just a
moment,
couple, but
I guess
he's
that's
still
the life
chilling.
of a village. You
Okay,
get a
two
few
more, two
moments where
more.
you think you can go up and see the sun, and then
This fucking rock.
oh,
I
the
hit
rock.
bilge.
Problem is
Oh,
the
it's
rock.
gonna give. It's gonna give Sinking Dutchman a little bit of a
Angle because of rock. Essentially repairs.
break, but they don't need it.
Drop.
Huh?
No, not you. That's
I'm
everything.
taking one more bucket.
Come
I'm
shoot.
going up.
Come shoot.
Yeah, I'm here.
Lobster's
Lobster's
bilge
ready
is,
here.
I should
Yeah.
yeah, they're comfortable too.
Shoot lower.
Should just be a 3 versus 3 on cannons here. It's going to be a couple of top deck shots being aimed in here, just trying to shut down each other's cannon lines. Sounds like
Luckily, though,
Karaka's
they
calling
are
for the chain
sailing.
shots.
I have a couple.
I'm pumping much
Yeah, they
lower.
need to do it now here before they turn off.
Maybe go
On,
over.
Okay.
I think
try
Sinking
to
Dutchman
shoot.
is trying to raise and just turn all the way south. Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay, go select.
It's going to be a
this
double
is-
board out here
This
from
is so
Lobsters.
risky. Oh, he overshoots
I should
Reach
get
here
on.
pretty far.
Are you find something?
Yeah, it looks like Modrigils
Yeah,
as well.
same. I'm behind you. Sid.
They're just gonna swim
Take a
on.
little bit longer.
This is risky though. If Sinking Dutchman
Are you
turns
up or
here,
not?
No, I'm not getting out.
No.
Oh Jesus.
They're guarding you with 2.
Okay,
This
come
isn't.
back.
This should be a very easy ladder guard.
Come back, Felix, don't die.
It should be. They're keeping Motrigal's C-Lig off of the
Yeah.
ladder pretty easily, and I don't think
Oh,
Vicious are
Ve-
going to make it.
Veach is, yeah, but Veach is keeping them off Madrigals here.
I hit a couple hits on them.
Then
but
raise the
didn't kill
front.
one.
I think that's the right decision, just to come back here. Because
Oh,
if
for
they
sure.
die, they're so easy to turn around and take advantage.
Oh, my head is hurting. Oh, Jesus.
You got
It's such an interesting but also a little awkward chase here. They're right behind them. Like they finally get a parallel, and then the rock comes in goes in the way,
Okay.
and they decide to get too far into the corner, so they turn back.
Make sure to reball. We don't
Okay,
have many
prepare-
cannonballs
no,
left.
it's fine, it's fine.
I hate this
Prepare
rock
to
thing,
raise
yes, yeah.
the back to the front.
Bad
In
rock.
the front or
No,
Yeah, raise front.
no.
Lobsters are zoom in to catch up with Sinking Dutchman here, and of course they're going to be able to do so because
Oh,
Sinking
yeah.
Dutchman only have one sail to work with.
I mean, this looks good, but when you come up on this side here, you could
Trying to hit
be
their helm.
surprised that if
Okay,
they're all
don't
just
come
cannon you
lower,
at the
don't
same
come
time. And
I think I. No, what? Oh no.
I'm one by two.
She's
yeah,
just one board.
that exactly that happens. They come up very confident on the side, but then they just all Sinking Dutchman does is just shoot top decks.
Oh, it was a double
they-
one ball.
they killed two, they
Motrigal's got
killed
one ball
two.
too.
Nosing, it's good.
Okay, but we are
Oh, they do get the rests off, I think, on both.
Yeah, but Sinking Dutchman can't
I killed one. I
like
killed
take
one.
any advantage from it because they were nosing, and then
Yeah,
Bognoma gets one ball standing at the front of his ship.
One of them's dead, they're probably
really don't want to
Oh,
stand
nice
in the front
snipe
of
from
the boat when
Karaka.
you're-
Yeah,
Really nice snipe from Karaka. He's trying to keep that helm from getting the rev, but he did get the rev. Karaka doesn't want to let that helm go.
shoot right.
I think Sinking Dutchman is turned on. Maybe they fixed the angle here, but it looks like they're just cranked left, and that will just give Lobsters a free broadside
lowers,
here.
Guys, lowers.
Okay, raise drop front.
I hit the hay.
Well, there's a little fire in Sinking Dutchman's captain's cabin here, and he will. It looks like they will deal with
Shooting.
I'm
the fire they have. They're still getting sniped at the top.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm lower.
I will
The
shoot
thing
another
that
five.
Sinking Dutchman here, like Bognomo, he just checks the map quickly. They've been in a spin for a while, so
Yeah, and this is the most lower pressure that Sinking Dutchman have had to deal with all game. The build stuck on Bucket Sea. He can't get down and repair, and they
Yeah,
touch mid deck, and
oh,
oh my god,
yeah.
it might have all gone wrong. Oh
Still
no.
have two blunders.
in one instance, I don't even think he knew. Like he just went down there and tried to hold it.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, that's
Oh, and then-
GG.
Our sunk.
Almost out of nowhere, but
Wow,
yeah,
Game over.
good pressure from Lobsters,
think it-
and they
I
dealt
think
with
it's
that
a
really
prime-
well.
it surprised Lobsters as well. He said, "Oh, they are sunk." Like
Did they get disconnects or something like that? No.
They're wondering if there was a disconnect, but no, it was just
yeah,
a lot of pressure for the Bills to deal with.
yeah.
And he didn't get that
think it
second bucket for a
was-
little while, and there must have
Oh.
been a little backsplash there, maybe. I don't know. He was holding it right
Yeah.
on the line of touching second for a little while, and then as soon as it did
They-
touch second, that was it. It filled up so fast.
They were also ramming, right? They both were touching at a certain point, so sometimes you get a few lowers there from that you don't really expect, and then it just compounds. Like it was a bit stressful there for Sinking Dutchman. I think we're getting so many snipes, even though they got such a good broad when Lobster came up on them, getting 2 1-balls, and then just not being able to capitalize on it. They definitely fought back, but couldn't resist the Lobsters.
Couldn't resist the Lobsters.
Couldn't resist the Lobsters. Also, I do think there should be a rule that all lobsters need to use the lobster skeleton's cosmetic. I feel like that would be. I saw one of them using it though, so that's. It's basically made for them. It feels.
Okay, back over to our other match. Golden Sea Dogs currently 1-0 up versus Elo Police, hindered by a few disconnects in that first game, so it came right down to the wire, all the way down to the last 20 seconds. But Golden Sea Dogs did manage to snatch that win really, really late into the game.
Yeah. They went in really aggressive at the end there, but hopefully we get a normal match here. Because it was a very even broad initially when they did the longer range broadside. But I do think that the Golden Sea Dog has the advantage in the closer broad from what we've seen before. So I think the time constraint here before kind of forced Elo Police into a situation where they they probably weren't super favored. When they had success before, they would cannon people from afar and then kind of get enough damage to get in close comfortably. Like, take their time and just zone in on you. Players to get. Yeah, Roots, I think they did have a player. I think they just didn't realize how much damage they had there. It sounded like they got a little surprised by themselves as well. On Thinking Dutchman, I don't think it was. They definitely had enough people to go deal with it. There was just a lot of stuff going on there, I guess. They might have been very focused on. They were about to get angle at the top there, so focus on firing back and. We see some of these new emotes. I really like the fact that we have the team logo and the names on the teams now.
It helps, right?
All the POVs. It's so good.
Should be getting this match underway just shortly. It's like our refs are just waiting for the last surviving ship from the previous match to leave the bounds, and then we're gonna get this game between Golden Sea Dogs and Elo Police going as soon as we can. Oh Mala, go away. I don't want to hear it.
I was trying to ignore it. Well, it has to be a troublemaker.
I expect better from you, Mala. Let's take this opportunity to give a big shout out to all the referees behind the scenes helping today. Of course, we showed off some visuals of us on the casters and again here, but we got to give the referees some love too. We got Shuffle Butter, Kev, Mala, and Eyes helping us out today. Hello, One Phrase. Thank you for joining us. Welcome in.
Your match will begin shortly. Please take your starting position.
I really
As far
just,
as,
I really just want to see two teams go into the
Prepare
middle.
yourselves.
I miss the old
3,
style. Everybody would go in the
2,
middle and just
1,
rotate each
Go.
other.
Prepare yourselves.
Yeah. But I guess it's good to see people trying something new
1,
there.
Go.
Go. Good luck.
Let's see.
Fun. Have fun. Yes. You have to
I feel
roll
like
the
Elo
angle back
Police
soon now.
definitely
Thank you.
starting in the southwest corner here.
All female cast whenever you guys want. Just let me know. You know, I'd love to have you all casting. Although I was in the voice channel when you guys were discussing that if you do that all female cast, then you're not going to talk about the games at all.
Absolutely. Race mid zone. We got the zoomies.
Still do this. Seems like every
Race
team now
mid
just
zone as
goes
well.
straight south.
Looks like they're setting up
Will
for the
still be all
orbital
female
here.
casting.
Looks like Elo Police are
Yeah.
moving in.
This
They
time,
haven't quite turned yet, so they're going to take that orbital. Good to see.
yeah, this time way closer to the center as well, which
Can the
is
race say it?
we can just have a nice broadside, nice normal broadside.
It's so nice to see
Looks
Elo
like-
Police picking up those habits. They were one of like the later teams to join into qualifiers and learn the format, and everything like that. So they had a little bit of learning and catching up to do, but they've learned all those like little habits and stuff now, which is good. It does improve their game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
It
rid
looked
of
like a
the
very good
fire
broadside
effect.
here from good cannons from Elo Police.
Roots, I tried. I even put a message out.
I need some buckets, Loki.
Yeah. I saw the message. It was.
Look at this lower pressure from Golden Sea
Oh,
Dogs,
looks
like
like
straight
Elo
away.
Police
Elo
is
Police are
hurting
like
here, yeah.
hurting, yeah.
Wait.
That's more than I expected actually from this. But Golden Sea Dogs wasting no time. They're closing in here real
Open
fast.
that zone, you can't shoot blenders. Reballing.
It's like
Getting knocked around
Loki
here.
is trying to go back up.
High
See if
angle.
they can get it back here on
Oh,
Elo
yeah, sorry.
Police. It's
Snipe them if you can.
Loki is back here now, but yeah.
Defend the border.
Golden Sea Dogs definitely
I'm guarding.
they have a good amount of pressure on Elo Police, but they're definitely trying to see if they can keep it up there. Just gotta keep that momentum up here while they close in. And they send
gonna
Vayne as
see-
a border.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna give it a go. The fact that he's eating food to me says that he's already been spotted and taken some damage, but he's gonna get the opportunity to grab that ladder. Oh, he gets guarded and pushed back down again. They
Oh,
definitely know
yeah.
about him. Loki is back up.
But there's Kitty Cat, Sod, and Lars. There's Lars was boarding there. He dies.
He gets on. He gets
But
on.
he gets on,
His
they
teammate
don't-
dies. He gets the anchor and then he dies too.
Oh, okay. They got him. They got him quick here. They didn't even realize he was there when
Okay,
Lars
just
died.
Shoot then, just shoot. It's
But they know. They know. We can hear it here, right?
Yeah.
We hear their calls. Just shoot. Just shoot. Just shoot.
I got
Like, they know they're too
retake
dead.
this broad here.
This is a great
They have to
comeback
put some pressure
opportunity for
on now.
Elo Police. They've got to get on
Oh,
these
yeah.
cannons.
They're shooting in lowers. Holy shit.
There's some good cannons from Golden Sea Dogs, though. Like they're still with just two people. They're putting a lot of pressure on and keeping them off cannons.
Yeah, and the
And
fact
they
that there
killed
is two on
Pythor.
cannons must mean that they have no lowers down below to deal with. They must be
Yeah.
completely dry. Oh, take that back. They're a little bit wet down there, but it's
Oh,
okay.
okay. They were maybe just making sure to pressure them while they. But they did kill Pythor. They did get a kill. They kept them off cannons, and they kept two people down here on Elo Police, keeping the boat alive. Elo Police barely getting any chance to fire back, and maybe now here when all the water has caught up to the Golden Sea Dogs.
Do we need more pressure, maybe?
You need way more pressure on them.
Alright, get more
Yeah,
pressure, more
it
pressure,
looks like it did catch up. They decided to just shoot back from Golden Sea Dogs, but they lost angle here now. Like when you leave a few things undone, then
Good game.
Yeah, and that's
Now
another
Elo Police really
opportunity for
just-
Elo Police to take the foot up in this
Our
match,
angles
but
drop.
yeah.
it still seems dead even.
If you're about to lose angle,
Yeah.
just oh no, they're back again.
Elo Police definitely trying to capitalize on this, but
They never got their anchor back up, did they? I think that's what they were just talking about there. I think it's
yeah.
still down.
Racing ank now.
yeah, I
We're
think it's
listening
still
to
down.
Elo
They-
Police's comms right now, Mala.
Yeah, it is down here, and this is
I'll be down here.
risky. I think they need Loki to, yeah. They still need to make sure. Committing Thea is a
Or
lot
down
on the
below.
anchor.
They're comfortable down there, you know. They look
No,
pretty
just retake
good.
this broad here.
They
Yeah, we
are.
need to move a bit now. Oh, they shoot someone over?
Yeah.
I'm gonna board the Phoenix, it's fine. I'm gonna defend.
Nice place to be stuck, full demastered, dead in the center of the map. Nothing to worry about there, no drifting out of
Yeah,
bounds.
fine.
Looks
Don't-
like
don't
Vayne's
peek
gone
and
for
fight
another
for-
board here. Let's jump on with his POV.
Especially with Golden Sea Dogs sitting behind them, where they can't really do much damage.
Yep. I wonder
They're
if
trying,
Elo
it's-
Police
it's-
know about him here. They look like they're oh, he black screen.
Oh, he
that's
black
how
screens,
I-
no. But they did see him though. They knew he was there. But I don't think he
Come on,
saw
come
that
on.
he black screened. He just saw the top of Vayne and then he vanished.
Yeah, and Loki
almost
doesn't really
more
know
annoying.
that it's awkward because he knows that he's
Oh.
there. Like, there's no man been taken.
Get out of
He
here.
It's
doesn't
way
really know if
worse.
he's there or
This.
not.
He's
Yeah,
just looking for
definitely
ghosts
opening.
at this point. Like, Vayne is back in his boat cannoning, but he's still haunting Loki.
And Vane's nearly at their ladder again. He's going up now. Let's jump on his POV.
No.
Do they know about
Yeah, he's
him?
definitely gonna get
Oh,
on.
he gets on. He gets hit once, and he gets taken down.
Ooh.
This is good, really good border defense
That
from Elo
was
Police.
so important from Elo Police because they were hitting mid deck there. Like,
Right side burn, right side burn.
Pythor, go get him. Pythor.
Got the
They're
second
tanking
border,
this
he's
quite
dead.
well, Elo Police, but I just wonder if they've had the
yeah,
opportunities
Kitty
to.
Cat go support here as well.
We got a lot of hits recent.
We
Fine,
don't
fine,
have
I'm
Kitty
holding, I'm
Cat's.
holding.
Yeah, no Kitty Cat POV, so we'll just have to watch from Sage's POV and see how long he stays alive. See what we can see from Elo Police's POVs too on that one.
Give angle again.
There's only one more, two more lowers. Go up, go up, go up.
Okay, wait.
One on.
They're
It
talking
actually
about
looks
having
like-
angle and stuff, so do they not know about
Yeah.
Kitty? No, they definitely do now. Loki's got eyes on him.
Yeah.
Oh, do you really want to follow him through here? This could be risky.
This
Careful,
is...
Loki.
Oh.
Oh, he
Oh,
got
he's
him.
great,
Nice.
he's-
Oh, did he? Oh, got him. Nice. This
One more
is
right,
huge.
right.
And he sees Lars when he hops over.
That was a nice two tap, but Kitty didn't
That's
die. He
even-
just got pushed off the ship. He's still alive.
Oh. Okay, that's not good.
Where is he?
No, they have to
in the
deal
wall
with two
somewhere,
people.
just
They
need to
have
know.
to be decisive here and send someone on cannons. They can't have 3 people looking for these. They need to do other things.
Yeah.
Two buckets and go up.
Yeah.
Can I shoot back at them?
Huge is under a little pressure. He wants a couple of buckets. We've got
Yeah.
Lars and Kitty Cat from Golden Sea Dogs just lurking under Elo Police's ship right now, looking for any opportunity they can to get on board, which it could be soon.
Oh, but they could
Kitty's
definitely
off.
get on because Kaiser goes on cannon. There was only one guy ladder guarding. That's
One dead.
Oh, Loki guards this so aggressively. They got the 1 kill.
oh
Loki does get 2 hits on Kitty, but Kitty's still alive.
Oh, he's sorting. He's sorting.
Another one coming.
Oh, it's Lars is running
want that
around with
sword running at
sword lunge. Oh no, no, he
Oh,
sword
no.
lunges his way to mid. He sword lunges them into mid deck.
Wow. He quite
What a
literally
play from Lars.
quite literally sliced his way through Elo Police
Oh
all the
my
way
God.
down there.
Lars
And
with the sword lunge in front of 3 people, like such a confident thing.
he didn't necessarily even
I
get the
don't-
kills he wanted though, but he just did enough to
No.
keep Elo Police off of the buckets to touch that second deck.
And he knocked them all the way back into the none of them could throw their bucket out. It was wow, okay, Lars.
No, we still have
Just
more
got
play. We
deferred.
can still play more.
So not the result that Elo Police wanted in their first group stage match, but Golden Sea Dogs coming in to their group very confidently. Looks like our next 2 teams for the next match are nearly ready. So we'll move over to their POVs in just a second. That second game, of course, being Lobsters versus the Sinking Dutchman, with Lobsters up by 1.
It's on Sunday. It's fine.
It's a good fight from Elo Police, though.
Oh, they put up a great fight. They tagged that really well, and the opportunities for them to get back into there and take the lead of that game were definitely there. But maybe the fact that they were still anchored just was sort of like a
Yeah.
saving grace for Golden Sea Dogs.
And the weird, Kitty Cat manages to survive even though he gets the Loki gets the 2-tap on him. Like there's a few unfortunate things happening there at the same way. I think he thought he was dead, and it committed 3 people to not only 1 person to ladder guard. Where I think if he knew he survived in the water, they would have had 2 people on ladder guards.
Yeah, that's annoying. If they watch that back and they see, he gets the hit markers, he did everything he could there. It's just annoying. It does be like that sometimes, but I mean, for the most part, they defended those borders really well.
They did, and they kept getting it back. Every time they would be down, they would recover, and then they would go back on cannon a little bit, and then they would be put on their back foot constantly, but they did not give up freely to Golden Sea Dogs. I want to see Lobsters and Sinking Dutchman here again. I felt like there was some strong moments from Dutchman here where they got the double 1 ball being chased by Lobsters, but no more sailing to the edge this time. Just can't believe they didn't sail out last one though. That was
Yep. All ready to go here on this second match between Lobsters and the Sinking Dutchman.
you can see Kitty Cat saying he has 150 ping in the village.
Hello, Captain Black. Good to see you. Thank you for the follow. I expect you're turning up just in time to catch Dust Bunny and the Venomous Gang. Yeah. Come to show Bunny and Cutlassing and everybody like that your support. Good to see it. I think they're gamed after this one, right? Should be. Hello, Sippy Rippy. I love you.
Yeah,
I love
think
you
it
too.
is.
Looks like we're just waiting
Yeah,
for the Sinking
it'll-
Dutchman to drop their sails to show our rest that they're ready. And then this match is going to get kicked off for you.
In 2 matches, they will play.
Oh, in
Your
2
match will
matches?
begin
Okay.
shortly. Please
Yeah.
take your starting position.
I know.
I'm going to bring up the audio from Lobsters for this match. Again,
That I also
because
love
they
the
don't speak
audio stuff.
Italian. Hey Cabra, how you doing?
Hey, you know,
Oh, Silk. We have to
like
pose
5 Danish
together.
people playing SOT, and I think we're almost all in here now.
Too funny.
Oh, Eno too. Hey Eno. Look at you all.
Yeah,
Love seeing
Fun.
familiar faces.
man, we're so beautiful. Just the bone sounds, amazing.
When's Sus Shield casting next? Oh, he's
Prepare
griefing. He's not around for a
yourselves.
little while
Watch
actually.
Field
Three,
Alone instead of playing here.
2, 1, go. Prepare yourselves.
I'm pretty sure we won't see Tough Shield casting until the 29th. Right near the end of the month.
Oh.
Yeah, that is sad. Feel free to go explode his DMs about it.
Yes, definitely go harass Sus Short.
Do you think left or right side?
I want to give you the left side on cannon.
You know already? That's weird. You usually
That was
have
an
to
interesting
say,
call
like,
actually.
I don't
Just
know.
heard from Lobster's Helm. He just said he was asked by his team which side they're going to get off this broadside. And it sounds like Karaka said he's going to give them the left side for this. Which is interesting. I mean, you're a Helm, right? It sounds it's more typical to give that right side on these galleys for a few
Yeah,
reasons.
especially with Season 8 now, it's just become a you always turn left kind of thing. Like everybody does it. You really don't want to take a left side broad over a right side.
You know, my driving instructor always used to say left is best.
I always want to check with the spyglass who's the
Of course,
captain
that
of
was
this
to do with
party.
roundabouts, nothing to do with the way that your masts.
Well,
fall
you
down.
do it the other way around, right? And it's here in Denmark we sail the other side. We sail.
You sail on the
sail
other
right
side of the
Yeah,
ocean.
we sail on the right side. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to
Hey,
grab
Feed
the
Arco,
shooter
good to
or-
see you. Welcome in.
Should we shoot or not?
Okay, yeah, shoot. Yeah, shoot.
This cannon is
But if you're gonna take a left side broad, at least this is an even a disadvantage, I guess,
shit, they're
because
hitting my cannon
you're in an
now.
orbital, so the enemy is
Get
also
back on.
giving you their left side.
That is true, Eno, but thankfully no anchor balls here. No glowy balls flying through the air. At least we hope not. If there are, then there's going to be some serious questions.
Well, I would like to tell that you can always anchor ball your own boat by standing on the side ramp. Always, easy. Just place another player there.
They're not hitting many lowers on us, I think.
Not
Coordinate.
too many lowers for Lobsters to deal with just yet. Let's check out the Sinking Dutchman, how they're doing. Looks like the same situation. Not too many lowers, just maybe a little bit more pressure from Lobsters towards Sinking Dutchman.
Yeah.
Nothing too
Last
stressful
time
just
lobsters
yet.
didn't get to do their longer range broadside on lobsters before, and Bulbasaur goes down here on Sinking Dutchman.
Dodging that much.
Why you think so?
And we hear it from lobsters that they don't feel like they're dodging.
Just play.
Don't be toxic.
Concentrate on your cannons.
Kuraka. Pump low out everyone.
Yeah.
I think they are back.
I think very quick to go in close range here.
No,
It's,
they're triple cannoning now.
Yeah,
I
we-
was
we
a little bit
were
of
dying.
top deck. Holy shit, I got launched.
Last time it turned out to be in the favor of Lobster when they went close, but
Took one fire.
Nice to see these builds
None of-
side by
yeah.
side, just to see exactly who has the most pressure, and right now it's completely even, honestly.
it did look very good when it was simultaneous there.
I'm hitting them well on cannons. I'm hitting them the entire time.
That's good to know, you know.
Yeah, but we have a fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Okay, Sinking Dutchman, they commit their chains here. They get...
Ooh, that's a big blunderbomb on Lobsters towards Sinking Dutchman. Look at the movement that they got on
yeah.
Sinking Dutchman's ship. Completely turned them around. They're basically going to take a broadside on that complete other side of their ship, which the bilge is not going to appreciate if he already has holes on one side.
Yeah. There's a quick reaction though from Sinking Dutchman if they actually turned here to make sure they could use the other side.
I hit the helm.
Here we go. Look at this pressure on Sinking Dutchman.
Oh,
Actually,
here
yeah, it's
Lobsters
not
is
so bad.
beaming the helm as well. Oh, but they're taking time here to prioritize. Like Mudvergills is shooting helm here and they're demasting, so not putting as much pressure on right now, but they're setting them up to rotate them and wrap them here.
yeah, I'm pulling.
Seems like Lobsters are completely dry. Their
They're
bilge is up on
harpooning.
cannons now.
Lobsters are harpooning to angle themselves instead.
Wait.
Now look at this lower dump from Lobsters.
I really
Yeah.
Have a little quick peek at Sinking Dutchman's bilge and see how he's getting on. Still not too uncomfortable. The
Odd.
water's rising, but his flex
And
should
this
get
high
this under
wave
control.
here.
Oh, he hasn't even got his flex down yet. You go, Grigo. You go. You're doing good, dude.
Mudvergills goes down to bucket. There's nothing. He's like, what?
Oh, a kill on Sinking Dutchman.
This
Who
high
is it?
wave.
It's Bulbasaur that got taken out there. It was a really
Yeah.
interesting place to die. I guess it was just a little bit of a backtrack maybe from a cannonball. Or a
Oh,
sniper.
this is
I don't
a-
know. How did he die
This
there?
is. You can't do that, Bognoma. Like raising the back sail when the enemy boat is right there. No.
Here come
That's
the
not gonna
boarders.
happen.
2 boarders sent from Lobsters. Bogno knows about at least one of them. Looks like Dasvish got killed pretty quickly. Karaka's still trying to
But
board.
Karaka's on the other side, so.
I wish I had a
They know, they
POV for
keep-
these.
Oh.
We've gone with the MC and a bilge POV for this second game, so we can't see these 2 boarders.
Better maybe.
Karaka's on, but he
Yeah,
gets
Karaka gets killed too.
easy 2-tap there. That was a quick 2-tap on.
Turn straight a bit.
Nice border defense from the Sinking Dutchman when they were under that pressure.
Yeah.
Now it's just 2 people
They're
on
still
Lobsters to
getting
try to keep the
pressure
lowers on there.
though. This angle is really good on Lobsters, so they're sailing in behind them with a little bit of speed here,
Moving a bit, I don't know how.
but just enough to hit the back and the side while being almost out of
Should
angle
respawn soon,
from the enemy.
depending on the black screen.
You see, Sinking Dutchman is like scoping in from helm, trying to snipe. Good snipes from Senchi.
Yeah, it's not the helm, by the way.
I'm still on the-
Bilge POV there.
Yeah, but you're only
As his stream dies on me.
two as well.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, there's
No, they're
Leech is
taking
dead
me,
here.
I think.
They get him back up.
I got up and I was one.
Yeah, he came back from the ferry and died pretty
And
quickly.
he got.
actually.
He said he died. He said he died again. He got up and then he got one pulled again. I heard. Oh, okay. No, those.
They shoot a little bit of cannon line. I saw 2 on cannons.
I thought for a second they got him again.
Yeah, they left.
I should lowers again.
Like no team can. They keep killing each other here, like on top deck, but they can't
I
really
hit them from the revive.
seem
2
to.
people were dead on Sinking Dutchman there. One of them offered, and the other one, Bulbasaur, who was already dead and got revived, goes immediately back down again. I'm surprised they're trying not to let him get the revive, but he does manage to get it.
But he gets a free snipe off on Bognoma. Oh, here. That's.
Das Vish from Losters has gone on and died again. Karaka is going for the board, and
Dutchman
now
are really
finally
good on their
Montregal as the
defense.
MC is going to join this board too. They know that they have the lowers, they just need to get them stuck.
I go over too.
No.
They need to clear these borders.
They don't.
Oh, he goes up and dies straight away on Sinking Dutchman.
Nice.
That was rough. Do they have lowers here?
Yep, and then their bilge dies
okay,
too, so that's gonna be a
was
GG.
Yeah. I felt like they might have been repairing while they were waiting for that, but no.
They are mythic.
Okay. Nice.
Good execution from Lobsters, and
Game
props to Sinking
over.
Dutchman for holding the tank there for so long too.
Such a good angle from Lobsters with the one sailing and just keeping in right behind the Sinking Dutchman, just out of angle while still putting a lot of lowers in. Even though they lose 2 borders, they just keep the pressure up.
Sinking Dutchman did really well with their border defense there too, the first 2
Really
times,
well.
and then the 3rd time I guess they just weren't expecting that late Karaka board after they'd already killed Desvish.
Yeah. Oh, they cleared them so fast, like the first 2-3 times they boarded, but it was also 3 borders there, right, when they got Karaka reach and then Madrigal sent over.
Mochigo was, Karaka didn't actually get on until Desvish was already dead, and then Motra
Yeah.
went after that, so in total it was 3 borders, but just the 1 to begin with, and then Karaka went up by himself, and Mochigo was joined a little bit later. Let's go ahead over to our matches and results and update these first 2 scores. So first up, in our first set, we had Golden Sea Dogs versus Elo Police. Golden Sea Dogs coming out with a strong 2-0 win there, and after that, we just saw Lobsters take a 2-0 victory over the Sinking Dutchman. So should we go ahead and update that on our groups?
Yep.
So to begin with, Group D, Golden Sea Dogs, correct?
Group D is, yeah.
Here we
Golden
go.
Sea Dogs. And Elo Police.
So that's going to be a big
And then it's
3
gonna be-
points for Golden Sea Dogs to begin with.
Yeah.
Elo Police,
And then it's
no
gonna
points
be-
yet.
Group B with Lobsters and Sinking Dutchman.
That's going to be 3 points for the Lobsters there too. Strong start to their group stage. Of course, we're going to see
round,
Golden
sorry.
Sea Dogs in a second game soon, correct? We're going to see Golden Sea
will,
Dogs
yeah.
taking on Better Call Scuttle. That's actually our next game.
And they came from Golden Sea Dogs fighting Elo Police with quite a big, when we look at the leaderboard, at the final leaderboard of the qualifiers, there
Your
was
match
quite a
will
big of
begin
a
shortly.
difference between
Please
the
take your
Elo
starting position.
position there.
Yep.
Better Call Scuttle is actually slightly ahead of Golden Sea Dogs, so this might be a
This is going to be a big fight.
good fight, yeah.
These 2 teams finished so close to each other on the Elo leaderboard from qualifiers, so
They had some really, I remember Scuttle had some really good matches at the end there, got some really impressive sinks. They managed to clutch some Elo at the last couple of days. And went all the way up to 4th place.
all the way up to 4th place. And Golden Sea Dogs, they were, I mean, like, they started the qualifiers quite low down, all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard, if I remember rightly, and then they really grinded their way all the way back up, getting lots of private practice in outside
Oh,
of
yeah.
the games and stuff. And
Prepare
it showed,
yourselves.
oh, our game's already
3,
going.
2, 1, go.
Oh, here we go.
Get that timer up. I haven't quite got the POVs
Yeah.
up for the second team yet. Just give me
Oh.
a second on that one.
That's fine. They haven't been race anchor yet, though.
That's okay, Shuffle, I got this. I don't actually know if I have a POV for Better Call Scuttle. Give me a second. Oh, yep, found it.
What are we watching from Better Call Scuttle? We're gonna
From Better Call Scuttle, it's going to be Kaziel. I think that's the only POV we have from this team.
Okay. I think we lost the map. There we go. Nice. Oh, there. Is that Better Call Scuttle in the corner? Better Call Scuttle going out really slowly from the corner.
Hey, most
Golden Sea Dogs
so
harpoon their way around the rock. That was
nice,
really
nice
cool.
play. Yeah,
They're
so these
not
games are in
waiting at
a
all,
best
they
of
just
2
lose.
format. You can't get a draw in these group stages. We won't see best of 3s come out until the knockout rounds. This Cannibal is just gliding over Vane's head. It's a tiny bit lower and he'll be in real trouble there, but he seems okay for now.
He doesn't seem to be phased by it at all.
Oh no, he's chilling.
Something to chill. It does look like Better Call Skull dead with the fire there.
Good lower pressure for both teams straight away. Both flexes are down bucketing, so strong cannons coming in.
I think that
Both
means
flexes come up at the same time too, Corvax. These teams are really, really even so far.
very even. I think Golden Sea Dogs used some of their fire there before, but didn't really do much. They're gonna do it again here on Bane, I think. They're definitely hitting the right spots, but I think it's a little early, a little premature for this fire. Yeah, it doesn't bother Scuttle at all.
Sea Dogs, nice chain shot there from Sage. Really nice chain shot on that back mast. Still 1 mast remaining for Better Call Scuttle ship, but it's going to contribute to keeping them nice and slow as they come around them in the circle here.
Good
Maybe they can
reaction
get that
from
front mast
Scuttle as
soon.
well. They instantly drop their front mast, so they don't have to lose angle too much. But I'm sure that's gonna go down soon again. Scuttle is firing back with at least 3 people here.
But look, Golden Sea Dogs with all 3 masts still to work with. Better Call Scuttle stuck completely demasted. Nice blunder bomb though to push Golden Sea Dogs a little bit away. It's going to keep them a little bit irritated.
Which team is looking at that Ips there?
That would be
Yeah,
Golden
it's
Sea
Golden
Dogs.
Sea
They know
Dogs,
about it
yeah,
though.
it's
They just
not-
had a little look themselves. Awareness.
Doesn't
Taking a
does not
closer look
anything.
now.
Yeah, I mean, even with the he, I'm not sure he had that much time to look at the map when he looks how much water he has in the boat. But it's still, I mean, they have those sails there, but they can't really use them to go anywhere. I think he anchored himself, didn't he?
The only thing that's given me some sort of calmness about
think
how close they are
Vayne-
to the bounce is the fact that they do know about it.
Yeah, I think Vayne just anchored himself on
They really.
Golden Sea Dog. I saw him look at it and do the small flick on it, like he was. And they're not moving. You see on the map, their boat is rotating, but it's not moving forward or backwards when it's being cannoned. I think I think that's what they did. It definitely looks like it when you look at the map. Honestly, I would have probably I would agree with the call to anchor there. Yeah, they're definitely anchored because you can see from Better Call Saul's perspective that they have a sail half down on Golden Sea Dogs, but they're not sailing at all. So, but I think that was a good call because they are in a corner here, so you would worry that you'd lose angle, but you're not going to lose angle that much because the other boat, Better Scuttle, can't really move. They have to sit still here in cannon. And they're fully demasted on Scuttle, so they're not going
Could
to
have gotten away with it if they didn't anchor. They could have gotten away with it. They were riding that line and they were heading south. It
yeah.
could have been
They
okay,
could.
but one blunderbomb could have been enough to screw it all up.
And
for
that's
them,
the thing.
so-
I think when they're being cannoned at front, they were being pushed out a little bit. Again, like it doesn't take much to. Their boat will turn though over time when they get when they get hit here. Every cannonball in one end will turn them a little bit more and more and more. You can see on the map there, they're starting to tilt in with the nose. Curious how many supplies they have left. We seem to be burning through them real quick. Okay, Sea Dog is down to 100. 100 cannonballs in the barrel.
It seems just dealing with this low pressure. It hasn't been catastrophic down there. Yeah, it's all been pretty manageable for these experienced teams.
It's a little awkward when they both have to race. It's just about like they just both keep cannoning each other until something happens. Either they get enough pressure that the other one stops, or they get a one ball and kind of follow up. But it's still hard to send a border off of it because the second you send a border, if he doesn't make it, the other boat is just fully lined up against you and ready. It's Are they raising anchor on? Oh, bet Scuttle sent someone, but
Yeah, I see him in the water. He doesn't really
He
look
bounced?
close.
He bounced
yeah,
off-
he
he
must
bounced
have
off the
because he's
back
not
mast,
close
I
to
think?
Golden Sea Dog's ship.
no, I think he hit the back mast or something and launched to the side. That's really awkward at this distance. He's-
Question is, do Golden Sea Dogs know about him, or are they gonna? Oh,
Oh,
somebody
they
at
lost
Golden Sea
one.
Dogs just got sniped, right?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
I don't think they knew about this border in the water, this guy lurking in the water near them until he went down, and now they're all sort of looking around a bit, like, you know, confused or perplexed, like, well, where did he get sniped from?
At this distance, you really can't, like... Obviously, they're hitting lowers, but it's just not enough. It's not enough lowers.
It's just the range is good enough to hit lowers, but to hit every single cannonball you shoot lowers is a little bit
Yeah.
difficult. Just a tiny
And then
bit
the enemy
difficult at
team,
this
if
range.
they're not hitting the lowers, they're hitting top decks, and then you're keep taking damage and they're stopping you from doing that pressure in.
Vayne is trying to go for a board here. He gets a snipe off on Better Scuttle's helm, but he's stuck in the water, having been sniped himself. And I see Lars on the other ladder. He's going to
Cheeky
get
boy.
up. Lars is on.
Oh. Did Lars get on?
He definitely did.
Oh yeah.
Is he still on though? Yeah, he's dead, right? I think I see the death symbol, and now I think Vayne's
Yeah.
gonna be a smart team player and take the No, he's not.
gonna
He's just
play-
gonna go to the other
I
ladder.
think. Well, I think it's.
He gets on.
Oh,
He
that-
funny
oh, he gets the
boarded.
funny board. Nice. And he
He
goes
gets
for
the pixel jump. He's up. Look at
Oh
this.
my god.
Very,
okay.
very elegant boarding from Vayne. Can he get the 2-tap? No.
Ah,
He
that's
goes
so-
to play his life and he gets
no.
killed in one shot. That's unlucky.
Oh, that would have been so good. Good board though.
Yeah, showing off all the moves. Nice to see.
Yeah.
Golden Sea Dogs are running dry on cannonballs. We did just go into overtime, which is going to give both teams 50 more cannonballs. Medical Scuttle, it looks like they got anchored when Lars got on the boat, and they've just got that up now. Sea Dogs look like they want to get a little
Yeah.
bit of
They
movement
don't-
going because they've just raised a sail and they're definitely
They
not
still don't
anchored
have any
anymore.
mast on Better Call Scuttle, and Sea Dogs anchored themselves, so they've slowly been pushed in.
The anchor is up now. Both teams not anchored,
Yeah.
and Sea Dogs are trying to move around behind Medical Scuttle. Who is it here? It's Medical Scuttle that are facing the edge of bounds now. They've been full demastered for a long time, but they've got some movement on their ship.
Yeah. And they're pushing them forward, but they're also when Golden Seagulls are rotating a little bit around, it forces Medical Scuttle to turn anyway, so.
I'd say Golden Sea Dogs have been the ones probably just edging this match just a tiny bit on top. Better Call Scuttle still just haven't been in, like, they haven't hurt nearly enough to be close to a sink. They're tanking this really well.
And they basically had them pinned in the corner there for a long time, but they got fully demasted and couldn't they couldn't close in and get that consistent lower pressure.
Yep. Golden Sea Dogs have tried the double board again, I think. Yeah, it looks like his teammate's right in front of him. Vayne pushing for that ladder now.
Yeah.
Jump on board with him and see how he gets on. He
They
throws
know
himself
they
back
know
off
it's
that ladder.
doable.
He gets
Oh,
on,
he gets on.
runs drew a plate. Does he get a kill?
He
he go
I
down?
think he did. I think he did get the kill.
We have no sound, but he
Oh,
has
Lars
two teammates
gets
on now.
on
There's
and-
Lars and
yeah.
Sage.
Sage.
Well, we have Sage's POV too. Let's jump on board with Sage because I think he has comms for us. No, he doesn't either, but we're going to stay on his POV anyway.
Yeah, I think they killed one, but then they lost Vayne, so.
So I can't tell if they get the kill on half of these because there's no sound.
Yeah. I think it's a 2v2 right now.
Yeah, Lars is down. Let's say
There's no
Vayne and Sage
lowers.
are still alive. Sage gets killed. Vayne is still alive. He got a hit on one of the Better Call Scuttle players, but
And now Kitty Cat
don't
Sod
think he
has
got a kill.
to get some lowers. Kitty Cat Sod has to hit some cannons here.
he's got to. And Vayne just has to play his life, otherwise he's gonna leave Kitty Cat back on his
He's
ship. in a one
he's
versus-
gonna play the
versus
best
two.
life he's done in.
Nice one
Oh,
blunder from Vayne.
nice. He has no
He's on
food.
such low
He
health.
tries to heal. He tries to heal, but he fires his gun instead because there's no
Here's
food.
Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat's on too.
Ooh. He's gonna go for that food there. He has
Kitty
to.
Cat dies straight away. Vayne is still alive.
Vayne just
Kitty-
takes food and goes back up.
Kitty Cat played distraction so that Vayne could go grab his meal. Can he get a kill here? Oh, he's
Oh,
playing smart. He's playing his life. He took the hit. He still has no food. He doesn't want to push.
He's
He's
already
pushing on low
eaten.
health. Did he get the kill? No, he
No,
gets the 2-tap on Ernesto, but
right.
Ernesto stays alive, and then Vayne eventually goes down.
Oh, Vayne is so unfortunate.
Golden Sea Dogs
Yeah,
want
now
this win.
Scuttle knows, so they're gonna go straight
Could
back.
it,
They have a
could it be a deck
minute
shot?
Oh,
It's a great deck
oh.
shot from Medical Scuttle.
right on the mast. Jeez, and he gets the one blunder there.
He's gonna push lower. They have a couple of
He
lowers.
has
Golden
one,
Sea
right?
Dogs.
He has one. I can hear it.
Yeah, Golden Sea Dogs
Pretty
sort
sure
of
I
just
hear
dropped their
that, yeah.
sails and played the get out of here card.
Oh, but
Definitely have
Scuttle,
lowers.
like,
Oh.
turn them, Scuttle. Oh,
You gotta
if he
stay
turned
alive
them
here.
here, he could have turned them out. I don't think he.
Medical Scuttle have sent a second border. I just saw a green
He
name
anchored.
below
Oh, he
beside
did
him in the
anchor them.
water.
That's true.
He's trying to get. Is it Crabon?
Crap, yeah, Crab Sod is on there.
I think they have 3 on
How
here
much?
now.
They have-
Yeah.
Oh, they have 9 seconds. 7, 6.
5,
Oh, he kills him.
2,
Just one bucket.
1.
It's not gonna be enough. He gets a.
Game over. They didn't get it.
It's not gonna be enough.
Oh wow.
They got 2 buckets and that saved it.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Rescue.
that is. Lars Weiss game over before sync. I guess we're gonna have to make sure with our judges, like our refs, that it was on the time. But
I mean, for us, our timer
definitely-
was started at the right time, and it definitely,
it was good.
you know,
Nice.
it definitely ran out before they sunk there.
Yeah,
Go back into
definitely,
that.
100%.
Rules are rules. They didn't get it in the 15 minutes. That bucket saved them.
That
Yep.
was crazy because they
That has
got
to go
one or
down
two
as a
buckets
draw.
there, and it was just. And even Scuttle, they got the 2 taps there when someone came down, but they just managed to get a bucket before dying. Like, barely getting water in the bucket.
Actually, it's according to our ref timer, but our
Yeah.
refs confirmed as well that they didn't get the sinking time.
It's good that we're extra
2
sure
more
there
seconds
because
would
it
have done it,
is.
but
It is
wow.
frustrating, but it's also. I mean, it was exciting, really exciting to watch. Such a close match, and Better Call Saul went straight away as soon as they killed the Sea Dogs on their own boat. They just went for it.
Next
can
up,
be
we're going over
frustrating,
to a Group A
but-
match. It's Venomous versus Midnight Waters. Got a few streams to pick from here. We've got Moj, we've got Dust Bunny, and we have Cutlassing. I think we're going to go with Moji and Cutlassing to begin with. I'm not entirely sure what roles they're going to be playing. I think Dust Bunny is going to be bilging, Moj playing his usual flex role, and Cutlassing should be on main cannon. So let's grab. Just trying to work out who has some audio too. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
So we'll do Bilge and Flex POV for the first game from them, and then we'll do MC and Flex POV for the second game.
That's not a good idea. We have Midnight Waters against them. And this is definitely not the time for Silent King to have any more of these disconnect issues.
Yeah, this is
Hopefully
not a
everything
team
works.
you want to disconnect against. You want to be at your best against Venomous. They're a scary, scary team.
Very scary.
Moj flexing the Golden Skeleton Curse, it looks like. Yep, of course.
Yes.
Just trying to work out what POVs actually I've got for Midnight Waters. Looks like I've got Silkos and Skink. Perfect. Neither of them appear to be streaming yet, so we're just gonna have to wait a little minute for them. Oh, Mod, you're playing music, so I can't bring your comms up yet.
I'd have poked Silkos.
Yeah, Lars, those last few buckets did save you. It was insane.
That was
Oh my god, Moji isn't playing. What am I doing? He's in a
Oh.
complete different sloop match.
oh my god, Moji. Like
Here we go.
we're just stream sniping Moji a little bit here. It's this is definitely a bigger boat.
Can't even wait around to support his team. He's busy. Yeah, let's just watch Moji play sloop anyway.
That's a sloop squishy, yeah.
Your match will begin shortly. Please take your starting position.
Here Silkos is trying to get the stream up. I can see. Having a few issues, but hopefully it starts soon. I hear both of them have problems on Midnight Waters here with their streams, so
Yeah, we were talking about Citizen. Wait, was it?
yeah, Skink, yeah,
Skink?
yeah.
Yeah, he had some
Yeah, Silent
disconnect
Skink.
issues in the past. Today, his update had some game files corrupted, so apparently he just needs a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I guess we can go somewhere else, right? What do you guys think of the new stream look?
Oh, I love these transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you Pips? Credit to Pips for picking this music out, by the way.
Pips though. font as well. Moving into a real font with color here and shading. It's. What did you just call me?
The M1 guy? Oh.
Oh. Shots fired in chat. I'll find you, Inu, and I will sword you. Okay, I hear Silkos is live now and inside of this.
Any surprises so far? All gone as you
I see
expected?
Skink here is having issues with the. Yeah. With its updates. Apparently it was corrupted. That sounds like a SOT update for me.
To highlight the players? Oh no, not yet. Maybe soon.
It would be cool to highlight the players, but I think especially maybe in the
Yeah, just
in
right
the
now we still have a
knockout
lot of
rounds.
teams around there. It's a lot of assets. So yeah, when we get to the knockout round and we're down to the last handful of teams, we probably will throw in some cool stuff for them too.
Yeah.
Go help the Maori if they're having issues.
I am talking. I'll send you a DM.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. Just a few minutes, hopefully.
Yeah. It's not a Sea of Thieves update if it doesn't corrupt your your files.
You know, hosting matches on
Anyone?
an update day, you always know that there's going to be a little bit,
It is.
a few issues. Some big
I used to
dramatic
say that
things
it was
happening today.
cursed. Like it hasn't been nearly as cursed as I thought it would be. Honestly, it's
I mean, touch wood, we haven't seen any fog yet either, which is
no
amazing.
fog and no. I don't even want to say it, but none of the other stuff. I don't want to say it out of the fear of. I think they did say that there was some server stability issues in the patch, but
It's been okay. I see Silco's POV is up, so we can bring that up. And then who's it?
Yeah.
We're waiting on Skink, aren't we? He should also be
Skink, we're
streaming,
waiting
so
for Sided Skink. Yeah, that's he's the one who he's fixing his game. There's a little bit of an update issue. The music though, it's so many small elements that makes everything. So we just need a team intros for this. Team just needs to make some intros and we can run them while we wait. I don't know if I want to see the venomous intro though. I don't think I can handle it.
yeah, it's a scary thing. %, that's the update? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not going so slow.
Should be pretty soon, yeah. I had the same issue. install the game, it would run crashed.
Yeah, I've been there
Corrupted.
before. It is stressful. 97%, 98. We're getting updates from Silkos again. Thank you, Silkos.
That's good.
Delay is a
It's
corrupt
lucky,
game, James. He's on 99%, so we're just gonna give him the extra minute. Hey, Lumik. There's nothing we can do, things happen. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie actually. Wait, let me go back. There's no times on this. I purposely took the times off. So, they're just games in order, there's no times here.
And that makes sense. It's, pretty
Can you
waves
show the
again.
pretty waves again? That's kind of a dramatic intro. I
Water
don't know if we can go
physics.
back there. Okay, should we throw it back to the intro and then come back?
Let's have that intro just one more time. Might as well show people. There's definitely been a lot of people coming in.
Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. I didn't mean to cut that. Welcome back. Okay, he's joined the game. Perfect. Should be ready to go.
Thank you. Facciassi per riconoscere comunque. Bravi tutti! Tiriamo giù le vele, dai. Giù le vele.
Your match will begin shortly. Please take your starting position.
Dai, si inculino. E la sinistra?
Prepare yourselves. 3, 2,
Prepare yourself.
1, go!
Ok, ho il cronometro. Let's go, boys! Sulla centro, boys! No, non stai tirando su, Mario. Come on, boys! Let's do it! Metà. No, troppo, su un po', basta. Pronti a tirarlo via? Ok. Via. Penso io, tu spara, sai, se servi.
PC, spariamo subito.
Venomous not playing with their usual lineup, missing some of their key players today, no March. You should be able to hear me. No, we were just being antisocial. I'm not sure where Corvax is though. Corvax left me and I got scared and lonely, that's all. Good cannon prayer. Look at these cannons coming in from Venomous. Right towards Sighted Skink. He's struggling to stay on his cannon for a second here.
Yeah, it was. I had an issue with my mic there. You couldn't hear me. Yeah, I'm so surprised that they're so willing to take a left side broad here, because, I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but I think Season 8 has kind of started us taking right side broads all the time.
Villagers with
Maybe
some lows
just-
to deal with, but not too much. Bunny's doing a good job. Silkos is nice and calm. I think he's got all of the holes down there, and Bunny still has like basically a whole row of lowers down there. So good lower pressure from Midnight Waters here, as this broadside gets really close.
Yeah. They really wanted here. They were hyping themselves up as well at the start.
Yeah, I love to hear that.
Oh, they're so close. This high wave here is kind of scary. I can't believe Skink is not dying. He's staying on this cannon, like.
Ok, qualcuno spari a cannon line però.
Okay, they're trying to. Yeah, they're. I like that they just want to shoot cannon line here.
They do. This is one ball territory, so they just want to
need
put
to
as
get
many
these
cannons
kills.
up there.
Ricarico.
And Venomous are really scary on the snipes as well. So.
Yeah, well, James is
This
just trying to
distance-
play his life, try and see if he can get some snipe hit markers to take them off cannons. But Midnight Waters are doing the same. They're using their snipers back. This is exactly where they want to be using them. I think Venomous just hit mid for a second there, judging by the fact that James just went to second deck and tried to take a bucket. So have a little look with Bunny, who's still got
Venomous
lots
drops
to deal
front
with.
to move, but they instantly get chopped again here. It's good to see from Midnight Waters, not chopping them initially, but waiting for them to.
Bilge from Midnight Waters is up. Like, they're completely dry, full man on
They
cannons.
can keep angle. They gotta keep angle here on Midnight Waters. They can't. They really can't let go of it now. Here, they have to keep this angle.
Yeah, and what's going to happen now is Venomous are going to go into their little tanking mode, like a little turtle crawled up into the shell.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, to outplay that, you need to have the gun skill, and Venomous are one of the best teams when it comes to gunplay, so it's going to be really, really difficult to
They
seal
do
a
have some
sink.
of the. They do have fire on them, so that will eat some of their health here. Maybe if they wait this out and they could get some more fire on. I don't know if they have more. I definitely think it's the time to shoot some fires from Midnight Waters. But they shoot
Trying to get
blunder,
a
but it
blunder
does
in there.
nothing.
Yeah, just a little bit too high from that blunder.
At this angle here, like they actually blundered them backwards. I don't think Midnight Waters wants this, but they do have. Midnight Waters do have mid sails that they can catch up. You really don't want to push the enemy further and further back here. All of a sudden, they get out of range and. Okay, Skink goes. Gets a quick ladder here.
He gets knocked off the ladder to begin with. We'll
Yeah,
see if he
yeah.
manages to get back up. He's got his teammate. He's
Mario
got two
is there
teammates
as
here.
well.
They triple boarded. There's somebody on the other ladder too. We'll see if they. I'm gonna go back to the other POV so that we can see James is guarding here too. But they did send 3 boarders. Two on one ladder, one on the other. 3 of them get up. All 3 of them are up. And they're gonna push
Oh.
down here. Can they get the kill? Phineas goes down. I saw Phineas go down. James is playing his life well. He's just trying to pick his moment to try and get a kill. Manages to push and kill
Oh,
Skink.
Yeah, Skink doesn't know he had James behind him.
Silkos is still alive for now. James gets killed. I mean, there's still 3. There's it's Silkos, Bondo,
Bunny is resing
and somebody else,
James.
and they're
He
trying to
gets-
get Bunny.
He gets James up. Oh, that was a huge rest there from Bunny.
You get James
Getting
up too.
James up? Yeah, he got James up. Yeah, he did.
Oh wow!
Right
How are they
before
doing
he
this?
got pushed.
This is a complete TDM. There's like 3 people in their ship, and they've somehow managed to keep their lives. That rev on James was massive. If James can get this kill, then maybe like James gets the kill,
Oh,
but he might die to fire. He's gonna die to fire. He saved it for
How?
just a
Oh, he
second
hit it
before he
again?
died. Yeah,
He
yeah.
hit it
There's
again.
just
He hit
too much
no
fire to deal
way.
with.
That was so well played, and
So
then
what's
he just
gonna happen
touches
now? We
the
can't see.
fire. Oh,
They
no.
surely
But
still had the
Meyer is
lowers.
alive. Meyer is alive, and they had lowers. They definitely had lowers there. That's
But people
Wow,
like Phineas
if,
died so long ago, they might already be back. We're gonna
yeah.
see
If
something
Midway Waters
Skinko,
can do this, like that's gonna be. They're gonna have to put everyone on that boat now and hope
Oh, look
that
at this
lower-
fire. Oh, they're
It's hitting mid deck.
Midway
They did
Waters
it.
get the win.
Oh my god. That was such a confident board. Like they just sent everybody in.
Vi prego.
That was insane. Wow.
And it
That's
almost, it definitely,
unexpected.
it kind of looks like Sided Skink really has analyzed Venomous' style, because you saw, like you said that you mentioned the turtle mode here, and you even saw James, like he went up to mid stairs, but just peeked over and blundered, then went straight down again. Like he wasn't pushing anyone. He went down, played with the team, but Midnight Waters is all pushed down together. Like they definitely knew that that's what they do, and that's the style.
You see, when they go into that turtle mode, if you send 1 or 2 borders, then they use their TDM and they get the kills, and then nothing comes of your pressure, and then they tend to turn it around. But being bold and being brave and sending 3 borders there really paid off for Midnight Waters. That was great.
And pushing down together, even with and Bunny was like working so hard on getting res. He got 2 reses at the bottom, and so they got more buckets, and they used the fire to get the buckets out instead of throwing them through the grate. Like they use so many tricks, so many skilled things down there on Venomous, and they still Midnight Water still managed to get it. That was really well played. That's the thing about knowing your opponent as well. It really makes a difference if you either played people before and you know their style, or you've had a chance to check out like how they play and see how they kind of approach every scenario. Because we've seen a lot of teams board against Venomous and push one down and hold one on great, and then the person who pushes just dies, and Venomous kind of chill, and let the enemy make mistakes. Midnight Waters was not having it.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't be happy about that one, and they'll be looking to bring it back in the second game, which they will get the opportunity to do. But before that, we're going back on board with Golden Sea Dogs and Better Call Scuttle in their second match. Their first match ended 0-0. I think Better Call Scuttle did get the sync on Golden Sea Dogs, but it was 2 seconds, just 2 seconds after the timer ran out.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, you feel like at that point you must feel like you got this, you won the fight, but that's the thing with like pushing it so long, sitting and cannoning at that far distance and leaving your mass down and not moving your boat, like you're spending a lot of time, but you're not getting in and closing it out, and then when you finally get to the end and you close it out, you spend all that time waiting for it, and all you need is 2 extra seconds.
Yeah, no fog so far, Malin. Let's hope it stays that way, touch wood.
Yeah. That is typically the corner fight, right? The corner fight always takes longer.
Yep, just waiting for Midnight Waters to move out of bounds so that we can get this next match ongoing.
It's like they're just about it.
Yep. Good enough. Yeah, whoever mentions the fog is who I'm gonna come and yell at later if it comes.
Your match will begin shortly. Please take your starting position. Prepare yourselves. 3, 2, 1, go!
see the approach here. I always expect the teams after sitting in a corner is like, nope, we're not gonna do that again. See if we can get some more harpoon action on the rock. I didn't know I needed it, but I quite liked it when the Golden Sea Dog harpoon last time. It wasn't even that much. It was just the fact that they were so aggressive. They really wanted to get in the fight that they just kept staying straight with speed and harpooned into ankle. But yeah, both teams looking to take a normal rotation here in the middle.
Oh, hey, Wolf.
Hey, Wolf.
Oh, wait, I just scrolled up and saw what Pip said. No. Bad.
What?
He said,
Oh,
fog, please,
fog, please. Oh,
fog.
my brain just censored it out completely. Every time I see fog, I'm like, I almost feel like I don't even want to think about the fog because there's a chance that it will be.
Pips is on a
We can all
rampage.
just manifest. This is a much better place to start the fight this time.
Did they not do this in the first game? I thought it was a nice close orbital to begin with from these teams.
In the first game, they barely made a half a block there from Better Call Scuttle before Golden Sea Dogs caught them in the corner. And that's why they ended rotating up in that northeastern square.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Corvax. I'm gonna have to leave you to cast by yourself because unfortunately I've been banned.
Oh. Guys, leave Nimsy alone.
Trying my best. I'm sorry.
Out of vote and get banned. Can he petition to be unbanned at least? Like,
I don't think I'd have anyone sign my petition, honestly. I'm pretty sure everyone would. Lower pressure for Better Call Scuttle to begin with. Really
Yeah,
interesting
Golden Sea
buckets
Dogs
in
definitely-
technique here from Vayne. It's not what you usually see, but it feels quick, but unusual.
I feel like if I X bucket,
Jared.
I trick myself into thinking it's faster, so I don't do it. It's,
Just stuck in habits. This is exactly where Golden Sea Dogs want to be sending these chains. They've got Better Call Scuttle
Yeah.
nose for just a second. That's a good opportunity to get
Oh.
those chains in. I'm
get the
pretty sure they
back,
hit mid and
which
back
is
right.
good.
They hit something
Yeah,
else,
they hit
but it was
mid, but
caught.
they hit mid, but mid was just caught instantly here. But then he lets he just let go of it. I think he just let go of it, or maybe he tapped it. They save it again here. Oh no!
I mean,
No,
yeah,
I spoke
two,
too
yeah,
soon.
2 bars to go down there.
Just like 3 times they were trying to save that, and then they just had to let it go.
This is a nice close distance. There was a good blunder bomb in there,
Yeah.
I think, from Better Call Scuttle. Just threw Golden Sea Dogs off a little bit. This is going to be one ball territory, though. Just skimming the
It's
top
keep-
of Better Call Scuttle's head. Hope
These
he's not wearing
blunders
any
are-
hats.
Actually making Sage just keep on this helm. He has to keep adjusting. And it's enough to keep pressure on, but they have 3 people on cannons on Golden Sea Dogs, and 1 on helm. They are not feeling any real pressure here.
Midnight Waters won the first match versus Venomous Feed Arco.
Yeah. This is
I'm expecting a 1 ball any second now. This is just going to be a testament to how well these players on their cannons can dodge.
really gotta be quick on moving out of the way. And for anyone who's been playing, like grinding through, I bet we've all been grinding through Season 8 here quite a lot. Like the food, being able to just eat pineapples is such a luxury compared to this. Here, you get hit on the cannon and you spend time, like a good amount of time off the cannon, or you risk dying. And snipes are huge here as well.
You want us to promote gambling, Zedius?
Channel points on who will win these points.
Yo, Vane's gonna go for a board here. Let's jump on board with him in just
I
a
thought
second.
Vayne was gonna hit that back mass when he shot out. Honestly, I can't believe he misses that. Oh, there's two people ready for him here. They don't want Vayne on.
He's had a rough time tonight on these ladders. He's spent a lot of time in the water just, you know, going for a casual swim,
Yeah.
but it's still helpful for his team because it's keeping the other team off of cannons and away from the wheel.
He's
and being
being
able to do
better on it
anything.
here now. He's adjusting to it. He's adapting. He lets go a lot. He's just faking out crab shot here, like making sure he stays up at the helm, looks at him. And you sometimes could feel useless in the water, right? But as long as you have someone else not doing anything else and looking for you, then it's an even trade. While you're there and you're ready to pounce if you have a chance.
Nearly gets up. Oh, he's just teasing it and he
Oh.
takes a hit, so he's going to play his life and
Oh,
then
he
gets
doesn't have
killed.
any more food. Yeah. I think he tried to switch the food there and then
Yeah, now Kitty Cat's going to go.
he was out.
Just wonder if they could have gone together rather than waiting for Vayne to die before they send Kitty Cat.
Actually, I agree with their decision here, except for Kitty Cat dying so early here. I think Kitty Cat should have played his life, but the fact that they were 3 cannoning was really strong while one person was in the water. If Kitty Cat hadn't died so fast here and had waited for Vayne to come back.
I'm pretty sure that we missed the Womble in there somewhere too because Better Call Scuttle sounded like they were reviving a teammate
Oh.
when Kitty Cat was coming over.
Oh, yeah. It could have been. It looks like Sea Dogs are just focusing on lowers, constantly focusing on lowers here.
Yeah, and the flex here from Better Call
because
Scuttle
they
is
have
absolutely
2
chilling.
dead.
This is the most calm buckets and
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't need to be
But
bucketing
2
here. There's a really low amount of water. I wonder if the bilge can give him permission to go
He
back
should
up and
probably
be
go up, but I think he knows they don't have angle right now.
Yeah, true. Oh, he's gonna help him
So-
double patch now. That's probably a little bit more productive.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's definitely better. But knowing that he can't go up and get an angle, that's the back of Velskot Scuttle is towards Golden Sea Dogs here, so they should be able to get a lot of holes fixed here.
Yeah, but Golden Sea Dogs are back in full force. Vayne's gonna go for another board here. Vayne got
Yeah,
on.
Vayne deck
He
shots.
deck shot.
Yeah, he did. That's a good deck shot. And Crab is just looking at ladders like... It looks like Kitty Cat and Lars is there as well, so there's
Yeah,
triple boarding
Lars is
here with a
definitely
lot of
on.
lowers.
Sage is on.
Triple
That's
boarding
3
with
of
a
them
lot of
on.
lowers here.
Manages to get somebody off. He can't rev his teammate. That's against the rules,
No,
so he won't be able
yeah.
to do that. But he is
I
just going to
think
play his
it
life
was
on
just a
great.
reflex there.
There's a GG
Yeah,
there.
and they get it, yeah. There was so many lower holes there. Very confident display from Golden Sea Dogs. I bet they're glad they held out the second match for those last 2 seconds. That was a big difference in points.
Yeah, it really was. I remember actually, if we go over to our groups and we bring up Group D, Better Call Scuttle finished above Golden Sea Dogs on their leaderboard, and on the EU leaderboard coming into this. So Better Call Scuttle should have been the team to beat in this
Yeah.
group. So Golden Sea Dogs doing really well there, and they're actually picking up 6 points today, 3 points from each win, taking 3 points from Elo Police and 3 points from
strong.
Better Call Scuttle. That's 2 of their 4 group matches done already, and 2 big wins, leaving them in a really, really
Should
strong
be
spot.
very, very secure here. Like they have two more opportunities to gain points. But winning half their matches already is...
Yeah, really strong opening day from them. Well, I'm not sure when we next see them. We either see them next Sunday or they won't be back until next week for the rest of their matches. But off
see
to a
them
flying
for-
start. They'll be very happy with, very happy
You can
with those
see
results.
on Sunday we'll see them in one match against Better Call Saul for a rematch there, and that's the next time we see them.
Looking forward to a surprise result so far. Midnight Warders 1-0 up against Venomous. We'll see if they can hold on to that lead.
Oh, yeah.
But at the very, very least, they take a draw away. So Midnight Warders are guaranteed at least 1 point from this group stage match today.
Such a good and a draw on a match that's so important, like to actually get points out of as well. Because they're definitely gonna have a little bit of an easier time in the other brackets. Their group is, let's see, the group for Midnight Waters is it's Skverna and Venomous. Venomous is, none of the teams are easy to beat, but Venomous is definitely the harder opponent here. So if they can get points out of Venomous in any shape or form, even a draw, and they can go and secure a fight against Skverna, then they'll be looking really good, in a good position.
Next two teams just making a
But
final preparation. Should be ready for you very soon.
I really want to see them go as hard as possible here. Sure, Venomous is also looking to show that that was just a one-time deal. That's not gonna happen again, but
Thank you, Indy. Hello, Joel. Yep, you're up soon. Looking forward to your match. Not sure if you're around early. I've labelled Group C, the C standing for Chaos. We're labelling it the Group of Chaos because I definitely have some bias because my team's in there, but for me it's one of the toughest groups.
Please take your starting position.
Mostly because of Pestilence's surprise finish in 6th place on the qualifying leaderboard. For me, they're one of the favourites to win, for me at least. So I'm really surprised that they finished 6th on that leaderboard, and it puts them in a group with my own team.
Of Mario's ass, guys.
And it's some scary, scary matches coming up.
Eslan's had some very strong matches in the last couple of days.
Yeah, and of course HMS Terror in there too, and like I said earlier, don't rule them out, they're full of surprises.
Rated are
For sure, as we can see here, a lot of these teams here, even if there's a elo difference, just by analyzing the other teams or adjusting your playstyle a little bit to the specific team, they can all of a sudden surprise. I'm so excited to see Midnight Waters actually triple board and push, and actually knowing their opponent here. It's but kind of curious to see if it's gonna work more than once. I don't think Venomous is gonna let it happen again. It caught them a little bit off guard. It's the
Prepare
first time I've seen them
yourselves.
being pushed like that, I think.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go!
Guarda Mario che fatica che fa.
That's it, Ayori, that's how it's looking now. I put it back on especially.
Little thank you in chat. I don't know if you see that.
On Silco's, yeah, I helped out
Silco's,
Silco's because he's actually playing directly from Xbox, and there's a Twitch app on Xbox so you can stream directly from the console, but as far as putting overlays on it goes, it's not the simplest task, and it took us a little bit, but we got there.
Oh, that's good.
It's really helpful having these overlays so we can see the names exactly who we're talking about. Not sure we have a second POV
definitely,
from
it's,
Venomous at the minute. We're meant to have James is POV back, but I think he... okay, no, yeah, I see one. We got Nosfest, nice. I think James has bullied Nosfest into throwing his stream up for us. I wonder if he has audio. No audio on that, so we're going to stay on Midnight Waters audio for this game. I wonder how Midnight Waters are going to approach this, because I think they won't mind me saying this is a surprise 1-0 lead right now, so they will want to protect that, but I don't want to see them protect it too heavily. They've opted to fully raise all sails, but they are in the center of the map, so they're not playing too scared. This is a normal strat, not too passive, just to raise fully.
I want to see them fight it out, but I mean, Midnight Waters are in a position where they don't have to push it. They don't have to make any real mistakes. They can fight and defend it and wait for Venomous to make a mistake or to overcommit.
Dimmi quando ricaricate, poi.
Look at this lower pressure on Venomous already. There's a lot to be dealing with. And Nosfest...
This is Midnight Waters at a very strong position. They are...
They have got some team chat. I only just noticed because Bunny is on ship and he is primarily a bilge. Nosfest is also primarily a bilge, so he's playing flex right now with James, who isn't normally part of the main lineup, getting the call up to play main cannon today. Some issues with their regular main cannon, and Phineas on helm today, as usual. Phineas is the only person playing in his regular role actually.
I mean, they're all so strong as individual players, but I guess it does leave a little bit of room for the enemy to like take advantage when you're not in that role that you usually play, or with the people you always play with. Like you do get some synergy and into really strong rhythm sometimes when you play with the same 4 people over and over.
Yeah, you're doing all of that practice that they had with each other, so dominant in the qualifiers. Yeah. If you're switching your roster up, then you're bound to have a couple of miscommunications and things done differently, and maybe that's what we saw there in that first game.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was just it's just small things like small calls and.
We're still dealing with lots of holes.
Ooh. Yeah, and here Nosfest is gonna go.
Ok, io Mario ho il secchio vuoto,
Not a fun guy to have on your boat.
Yeah, he should be able to get this board right. Yep, on the ladder. Let's jump on board with him. No audio from this. Can you get the
Skink
ski?
Doesn't see it.
Yeah, they got a double board on this. Looks like who else is on with him?
Phineas?
I see Phineas, yeah, Phineas got on too.
Phineas.
And I see, oh no, that's, yeah, Exis is coming through the air now to join him too, so it's going to be a triple board at some point. Sorry, James isn't in here at all. I guess Exis is main cannon right now.
Looks like Venomous says here to return the favor from last time they got boarded.
Yeah, and this is a scary position to be in with 3 Venomous players on your ship. And Nosfest can't quite get a 2-tap. He's going to play his life as well as he can here.
I definitely prefer to have 0 Venomous players on my ship.
And yeah, me too, honestly. Unless they're on my team. And they're going to be pushing down. Nosfest tries to play for the food.
Nosfest tried to take the food.
Trying to grab it. You know.
It was a little greedy, but...
That's 2 dead. Phineas and Nosfest both dead on Midnight Waters' ship. Just Exis trying to play his life. Sighted Skink is going to be searching for him now. He gets rubber banded on the stairs a little bit. It's not great.
They're burning up here, and they're anchored. Yeah,
we can see from Dust Bunny's POV here what Exis is doing is just playing the back balcony, trying to stay alive. And Skink, I don't know if he still knows it is on the ship. I think Exis is just going to pretend he's not there. It's sort of doing a little bit of a tuck play just to... I'm sure that when...
Yeah, when they come back,
when his team spawns back, that's probably when he's going to pounce, because Midnight Waters won't be expecting. Silco's got... Sorry, Sighted Skink got killed there. It wasn't the Wumble, was it? It must have been Exes poking out just to
I
get a
think
kill.
X's. Yeah, we could see on Bunny's POV that X's was poking out here, his head out. And it's so deadly. X's is basically just tucking and killing once in a while here.
So it's off the ship now. He looks really low, but from Silco's POV, he's definitely not joined them on bottom deck, so he's got to be off the ship, at least for now.
There's so much fire there that if they had wanted to push him on the balcony, he would have, Science King would have had to run through the fire and be super low. So
Yeah, Nosfes and Athenius are back now. X is still being a nuisance. He's actually done really well this game. What he's done here just to keep Midnight Waters still hurting until his two teammates get back.
and Venomous has now wrapped the front here, and they're gonna start working on opening the boat up on the second side. So.
And I
It's
love
gonna
watching
be-
Silco's bucket. It's really clean with the sprint catch. Look,
I think this is going to be too much now. Even without the border, it's going to be both sides here.
yeah, there's a lot.
This is a very hard position to get out of.
And now Nosfes is going to go for another ball. We're going to keep it on the double POV. Exis murmured back and he's gone too. Nosfes is going to join him. Exis gets killed straight away.
Ooh.
I think
they still
Midnight
need to
Waters
deal
a
with
touch in
this.
second. They look really low in the water from
Yeah.
Venomous's POV.
Very low. We could hear Silco saying seconds.
Yeah, now Exis on the grate is going to get even more difficult. He takes a blunderbuss through the grate from Nosfes.
The fire is actually helping a little bit here.
Yeah, it is. Fire can really help your team when you put it on the enemy ship early in the game, but later on when you're trying to board, it can be your own worst enemy. I think Nosfes is just waiting for a bit of backup from his team. No, he's just waiting for the moment to solo push again, back on the grate. Did he get the kill?
The thing is, being on fire and going
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
he got the
grate
kill on
is like-
Sighted. Sighted's back down.
Oh, he did. And now Phineas is there as well with Nosfes.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Midnight Waters, and they're being pushed now, so
Yeah.
they can't stay on buckets.
Nosfes
and they
even
touch second,
blunders through.
and yeah, there's no way they hold that.
Yeah, no way. But even if they hadn't touched second, Silkos would have died to fire there. It was actually second deck that put him
Game
out. So,
over.
so either or, like he dies
Yeah.
or sinks. And
No
then
way
he
out of
sinks, so-
that for Midnight Waters.
No.
Venomous just too strong in the end. Set them up in a
Yeah.
nice position, and then the Borders, I think Exis really MVP that game. The way he stayed alive
Oh,
after his
definitely.
two teammates died was just a masterclass, just to, keep Midnight Waters from getting the recovery until his teammates spawn back, and then he's already in a great position to push out. It's really, really well played
And there
from
was
Exis.
there was absolutely no way of pushing X's either, because Sided Skink had to go through the fire, and then it would be so low that he could easily be killed by one shot. So,
But still, what a result. What a result, especially for Midnight Waters getting that point off of Venomous, that's massive.
oh yeah, I'd be happy to go away with just that one match if I was them.
Yeah, and that really sets it up the next time they meet. If they can pull off another surprise result against Venomous, maybe they can finish top of their group and then get a nice position going into the knockout rounds.
Exactly. Yeah, because it is a very tough group there for them. So getting such a good start off it's very good news for them.
Let's go ahead and add those points on now. 1 point for Venomous, 1 point for Midnight Waters. Still yet to play each other, and then over to our next match. It's going to be a Group C game. It's going to be Pestilence versus HMS Terror. That's going to be coming up in just a minute when the teams are ready. Let's throw on a little music here while we wait.
Looking forward to seeing both teams play here. Pestilence had some really strong, but also a little bit of an interesting match against Better Call Scuttle, where Scuttle, I remember it very clearly, Scuttle managed to nose them with blunders and actually just took the entire fight back and sank Pestilence. In the same day, we had Pestilence singing Venomous very confidently, and then Better Call Scuttle singing Pestilence, which it was a weird day, but it is really just the small things between these teams sometimes.
So both teams are nearly ready, so we'll jump back over to our main POV and get these POVs up. So just to remind you, Pestilence versus HMS Terror. First group from the, first match from the Group C. I'm sure, as always, we'll have lots of POVs to pick from for Pestilence. Always love to show off how skilled they are.
Yeah, but there's Indy as well.
There is Indy too. I was just wondering whether Gordina would pop up maybe for the second game. Oh. It's quite the... Forgot which piece of music this was, but this is our big build-up music. So yeah, I guess why not for the final match of the day. Let's get some big build-up going.
Yeah, Rory. Been over 1 second game. How do you do it when it's just the same team? Do someone else set up the other guys and they just quick switch over, or?
How do we do with what?
No, I just thought it would be funny if the other guys were already set up and ready and they just quit and got invited to the next
Oh yeah, that'd be lovely. Whose audio should we jump on board with? I think we have some from
I just
Indy.
yeah,
He's
I
got
just
music
noticed
Your
I just
match will
noticed the
begin
whole
shortly.
HMS
Please
Terror
take
logo
your
here, the
starting
logo at the
position.
top, and then at the bottom right, no comms.
Wait, for who?
On HMS Terror's POV, there was like a small thing at the bottom right that says no comms.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's sad, we always love comms.
This is Purple Turkey, and who's the last person? This is Golden Seeker on Pestilence.
So we've got one, we have Indy, Purple Turkey, and I would assume Llama. Yeah, Llama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Indy's still out. I'm just waiting for Indy to drag his music off, then maybe we can get some sound from him instead. Maybe he'll have some comms on.
Sorry, he needs that music. I only know a few players who actually play music in their head, like while they play the game.
I do, most of the time.
Prepare yourselves. 3,
Even during matches, I
2,
wouldn't be able to do it.
1,
Having music
go.
during matches is
Really?
I don't
I
know.
find it really weird. It's like obviously when you drive with music on all the time, right? If you ever just like randomly tried driving without it, I find it so tense. It's weird. So I'm the same when I play. I just need it, even if it's really quiet, just a little something rolling in the background.
Yeah. This is usually I have something running, but when I play matches, I feel like I need to stop the music. Does it have to be a specific tempo as well? I guess it has to.
No, it goes all over the place. I'll be listening to like a really sad song midway for a broadside.
Maybe I'm gonna have to try that. It sounds so abstract to me. Like I don't think I can do it.
My favorite one is playing with the soundtrack from Kung Fu Panda. That one really gets me going. That's when I'm playing at my best.
It's so hard to know if you actually mean it or not. It's
I
like,
do, I mean it. There's this one called oh, what's his name? Something Ascends. It's what's the name of the tortoise or something in Kung Fu Panda?
Oh, I'm sure someone knows in chat here.
Yeah, I can't believe I've forgotten it. It's triggering me.
I haven't watched that movie in a couple of years now. It's like
Uguay Ascends. That's a great music piece to listen to when you're playing. So yeah.
Maybe I'll have to go give that a try and see if it helps. If it gives me a better cannon line.
It will, and it will calm you down. Honestly, it's so tranquil.
I'll just forget to do calls as well as hell. I'll just be chilling and listening.
Yep. I know that Juan must be listening to it right now because his cannons are looking really clean.
Maybe that is the secret. If I can have cannons like Juan, I'll definitely go listen to it. Like, not only is he's such a good main cannon, but he's so hard to kill on the main cannon. I feel like I say it now, and he's gonna get one volt in a second. I feel it, but like I've tried to kill this man so many times on his cannon, and he just
I feel it
so
too.
damn quick.
Being a main cannon too, you do end up in a little bit of a 1v1 versus the other main cannon on chips, and I won't go too much into it, but Juan is a tricky one to deal with.
Yeah.
I know that he really likes to aim for the players. He's aiming for the one balls on the helm to break the wheel as well.
That's the thing.
Also...
I have been in a lot of duels with him because he just wants to kill me on helm, and it's it ends up being personal at some point. These chains, you're so confident from Juan as well. They gave him all the chains, and he wastes none of it.
Yeah, and Indy's up, so they must be dry right now.
Oh.
Maybe he just has to go down for a peek. Yeah, just a couple holes coming in, but looking really comfortable there, Pestilence.
No.
Quite a bit of pressure here. HMS Terror sending a few buckets down,
Yeah.
maybe just worried that they were going to hit mid for a second.
I think I was just about to say they're gonna board here in a second. They have to. They know the pressure is up. There's nobody shooting back. And look at Juan here, just
pretty much on right.
Juan just trying to kill the border instead, like not letting Turkey have all the fun.
Yeah, just really smart play. I think Turkey just black screen. Yeah, Turkey just black screen on ladder. I can see that from the POV. That's unfortunate. But Juan playing really smart, just peppering a few cannonballs
They can go
on the top
straight
near that
back
ladder area
again,
to
yeah.
help Purple get up.
Yeah, they can at this point they can do whatever they want almost. Like they.
Man, under so
have
much
it
pressure on
locked down.
HMS Terror, the build is just completely underwater the entire
I'm
time.
gonna
with 2
send like
buckets.
2 or 3 people in a second here, surely.
It's scary. They're like a couple backsplashes maybe away from it's being
Yeah.
bad as one comes in from Jerry just rubber banding, not by his own fault.
You just gotta hold it here because the boat is turning with them, so they're not gonna get holes on both sides. But you just gotta hold it and hope. And if you get that kill when you get pushed, then you can see here Juan. He didn't quite make it, so he has to swim a long time. That gives Terra time to kill Purple Turkey. I don't know if he died. Did he get Turkey?
I don't see a green name on Juan's POV on
No, it
HMS
looked
Terror
like
ship,
he
and
did
he's
get
gonna
the
board now.
2-tab.
Let's jump on board with him.
That was huge because having them staggered instead of at the same time is, I was about to say, gives them a chance to save this.
Yep, he gets the
But
anchor,
they
he
end up
makes a
backsplashing on
backsplash,
him, and
they're
it's
on
like,
mid, he gets 1
it's
kill,
so
he gets
much.
2 kills, 1 bullet each for those kills, and then that's going to make HMS touch second deck, and that's a GG. Really strong
Game
performance from
over.
Pestilence, as we expect.
Yeah. Respectable effort though from Terra. Like they really tried to get it up, but then they did get Turkey killed there. If they had gotten Juan early enough, I think maybe. They could have started flanking a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
But the cannon line's so strong from Pestilence. It's
They don't let you breathe. They just don't. There's very rarely chances to recover against Pestilence, and a lot of that is. I mean, you called it yourself. Juan's confident chains early on. He got them demastered in like 15 seconds or something. It was really, really impressive. There's new weapons,
waste
you know?
any
I haven't
time.
seen these. I've been.
Yeah, it's the bristled barnacle, I think. Another version of the barnacle. They're pretty sick, actually. Very clean. They're darker version of the silent barnacle.
No match to cut to in between, so we have to wait here for Pestilence and HMS Terror to resupply themselves.
We get to see how fast they are. Is it a race?
I mean, Pestilence should have the upper hand, having finished with a win. They should still be near the zone. But I'm sure our ref team have already got crates on the way. Yep, here we go. You can see the ref brig racing out to Pestilence to get them resupplied as quickly as possible, and then I assume they're going to race all the way out to HMS Terror straight after as well. I mean, they beat them to the boat before their own player got back. Oh no, wait, no, it was one of the refs.
Yeah. It's good to see though. The refs really do work really hard to make sure everything runs. This is an interesting thing with the new weapons, actually. The swords, they made 3 versions of the sword. They made a heavy like rapier and then a normal sword.
Oh, did they?
Rapier, right? Yeah, and it's. I think there's definitely no difference between the swords in the way they play, but it's pretty cool to see them playing around with different versions of it. The big one reminds me very much of like these anime swords a little bit, like going in that style. Is that what you're saying, Aurora? You always have to pick the biggest sword?
Compensating.
Is it bigger sword, better bilge? Or whatever, or is that
You know what they say about big swords? Big buckets. Let's see
Who's
how
the
our
other
teams are getting on
team?
their resupply.
gonna
Pestilence
check.
look good to go. They just need to move back to their corner.
What's the other team in HMS Terrors? It's Bloody Rascals, your team as well. It's definitely they're in a very tough group here. HMS Terror. It's I think Pestilence should have definitely been higher on the leaderboard in the Elo. They had a lot of high Elo matches, which it's always really hard to gain Elo when you're sitting up there where every fight is a struggle. Something I really like, it always reminds me of when we're watching all these matches, is that now in the season 8 you can actually go and meet all these like teams pretty easily in queue. Like there is an actual chance to go and meet people, the other teams, and go get sunk by the teams you watch here.
It's always fun when you come up against the teams you know.
Are we good?
Yeah.
also
At least
really,
you know
really
the
good.
names that sink you all of a sudden.
Yeah. It's also really good practice. Just seen a lot of
It
teams
is.
improve really, really quickly since season 8 got released. Actually,
Seems like they can kind of speed run, practicing different position, different ways of doing things. It's intense music with the speed swimming is
This is the ref's time to shine.
Yeah.
HMS Terror are pretty much done now too.
Faster, Kevin. You can do it.
Here we go. This one's probably more in line with the resupply. Maybe.
We need a ref POV from all of them. Just
I lost my
follow them
ref
around.
POV. Where's my map POV gone?
Kevin is a good ref, Malin. Kevin's a good guy.
You're too harsh on him, Corvax. Cut him some slack.
What?
So harsh on Kev.
I just want to see him as fast as he can. We'll start calling him Lightning Kev.
Hey, I got my ref POV back.
Looks like the teams are
Pretty much ready.
almost at Pistons getting into the corner and Redbridge is getting out of the way. Back to their fort here.
We need to cast as a man. That reminds me, tonight games are casted by Corvax and Nims. Bringing you some meh commentary.
The ref or emote there, yeah. There's nothing to scoff at, Mala. I've spent many years perfecting my meh casting. I think everybody should have this. These new emotes are amazing. The ore emote is so good.
It's gonna make a really bad pun then. Glad I restrained. Nearly
Oh,
ready.
Mala. Well, it's because I'm so old. It's like way past my bedtime now. I've already had my soup and
Filled up your hot water bottle.
yeah. I've taken out my dentures. I don't need
Your
them
match will
when I
begin
cast.
shortly.
God.
Please take your starting position.
I'm not quite there yet, though. So.
League of Thieves casted by Gummy Corvax. I don't want to hear it.
Prepare yourselves.
Oh, looks like we're ready to go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, who are we listening to? We hear like boom, 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 boom.
I want to
Someone's
listen to
getting invited.
indies, but okay. That's one's POV, so I'm gonna jump on with HMS Terror instead.
Someone was getting invited, or Xbox fan.
Let's get these ugly characters out your way. There we go. Goodbye. Oh god, Mala, why are you being so mean?
Mela, would require me to go outside to need a walker. I'll just stay inside. It's fine.
Nästa.
I'll just stay in my chair. It has wheels, Mela. I'll be fine.
Nästa.
It's interesting, HMS Terror have already committed to which side they're going to give this Broadside, and Pestilence haven't yet. They're still kind of nosing straight towards HMS Terror. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be hard to play on this rock.
on Pestilence. Yeah.
That's going to put them on a parallel with only like half a square west to work
Yeah.
with.
And a very close parallel as well. Here comes the harpoon, but there's still 3 sailing as well. It's harpoon with 3 sail. Are they just gonna go all the way around? I think they are.
Oh,
Yeah, they
it's
just go
this
all the way
strat.
around. What a
Yeah, it's the 1-0 up.
I-
Let's tank some supplies. I'm pretty sure that's the game here.
yeah. I do love it though. It is very much. It's such an old school from the old 1v1s though, where we had less supplies. There's definitely a reason why these supply amounts are way better. Because you can tank these, but the enemy team will still have enough. I remember back in the day, this would actually be quite valuable to eat, like bait the enemy supplies.
Yeah, but HMS are still gonna try to shoot supplies where they can. It's
Oh, yeah.
They're
And
still
they're
just
hitting
moving
here.
away, so it's.
They did use some chains, but I mean, maybe they get some acid. They hit Llama on Helm here. Maybe I think they cracked Helm. HMS Terror is not, but it's like they're 3 sailing away here, so it takes a few seconds and then they're out of range. Okay, man. I just read chat, sorry. That's rough. I wasn't quite prepared for that.
Good. Sinistra.
Pestilence with this like griefing bait approach where they nose in and then just resail away again. Like,
Yep. And now that they know that they have the advantage on supplies, they know that if they do end up in a tanking situation, they know that they're going to be up on supplies no matter what. This is where they're going to turn in.
They also trick Terror into chasing them, and then they turn faster. So they had first. It's definitely not a team you want to give first broadside to here. First shots. That's Indy is chilling down here.
Yeah, just a few extra lowers coming in on HMS Terror in comparison.
Pestilence is
are
fly
really good at
now
hitting these
here.
lowers.
It's
Ooh, careful, Joe. Just over his head.
Okay, I'm sick. Vai, puoi andare.
One's already going to be jumping out for a board here. Oh, does he deck shot it from there? Oh, he grabs ladder. Did you see that? I can't hear you, by the way, Corvex.
Yeah.
But Joe gets killed straight away. Nearly gets the 2-tap, but 3 people to deal with that.
I don't know why my mic is like disconnecting for some reason. I think I fixed it this time. Yeah, they kind of get. I mean, they did bait Terror into nosing them initially. Now, I don't think they're gonna let them go quite this easily. They are racing back. They try to fix mid here, but honestly,
Yeah, nice
I don't know.
reset from HMS Terror, honestly. I mean, maybe this levels out the supplies that they lost a little bit.
Try and look for their balls. It looks like Pestilence was sitting at 250 or something. They have quite a lot of cannons left. Maybe 200.
Yeah,
The
just
HMS
under
Terror is
200 from
definitely.
HMS 2, it's close.
Yeah. We only have 9 minutes left here, and you can't quite seem to decide who's gonna approach who first. Just Pestilence to start sniping at this distance. I don't know if this is a. I don't think this is the trend that's gonna catch on anytime soon.
E poi spariamo noi di conseguenza.
Abbiamo 160.
They're just full raised. Let's see. Pestilence is moving in with one sail here. They have this pesky rock, but just gotta get
Pesky
around the
rock.
rock and then come in. I think it's a mistake for HMS Terror. Like HMS Terror is sitting happily here to full raise, but the issue is if they wait too long and let Pestilence come out and then HMS Terror drops a sail, their rotation will end up being in line with this rock, and that's just. I hope that's something they realize, because I mean the only other approach to this is just not dropping a sail at all. Like just. It looks like that's what HMS Terror is gonna do. They're just not gonna drop a sail here. Oh, what happens on Indy here? He got pushed over the side and down. He doesn't actually make ladder. Indy gets knocked in the water and he has to swim.
Hey Gordy, no, I agree. Ooh, Pestilence. They're playing well.
Indy just goes for a little bit of a swim there. That's always nice when your build decides he doesn't want to be in the boat.
Hey. They really want to go for these snipes. Hopefully by the end of it, we'll see a good Pestilence League of Thieves Season 1 montage.
I do love seeing team videos. There are always a lot of good creative people.
If you guys make team intros, we'll play them.
No, la cagato.
That is true, you
There's
do miss
100%
100%
of
of the shots you don't
yeah.
take. If you're indie, you miss 99% of the ones you do take.
But also hit reg.
Oh no, you also hit reg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you miss 50% of the shots that you hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure where that math comes out overall, but it's.
HMS Terror still went to lots of lower pressure hits. Every time you get in a broadside with Pestilence, they're just so strong and so accurate with those lowers. It's just difficult not to get stuck trying to recover.
Yeah. And it's too late to take a draw, so HMS Terror has to fight here. There's no way they get points unless they do. It's.
Indy's up too, so they must be dry.
Vai, puoi salire.
Could just be trolling us a little bit.
Yep, going into overtime shortly, maybe the extra blunderbombs will give HMS Terror a foot back into this game. Right now it's all going Pestilence's way.
Oh.
Secchio.
Juan's still sniping as well here at MC. But they're close enough to get the snipes, and it is very strong if you hit them. But I love to see Juan's kind of like he sends like cannons right over MC. Now it's just pumping lowers. They know they can get it here with just lowers. That's what they did last time. They just put so much pressure on that. And now he's just blundering them so they can't fuck it.
He's kind of pushing them out of bounds right here. Let's take a look at the map.
Is he?
HMS Terror
Yeah.
going north like
Oh,
straight
he
out.
is.
Oh no, HMS Terror, you gotta notice this
It's gonna be over.
quickly.
No, I don't think, because you see the boat
have
here,
to
like
anchor.
it would naturally keep the rotation in, so I don't think they realized because they didn't have to actually do anything.
Sì,
Yep.
sì.
And
They're
it's
gone.
so close.
Out of bounds.
Oh
You have
no,
been eliminated.
but it's not
just
even
under it.
accidental. Like that's one of the good things
No,
about it. It's
that
not
was
clumsy or
intentional.
accidental. It's completely intentional from Juan, and props to
Yeah.
him for using those blunders there to ensure
Sì, là.
they get the win from that.
And he used all three. If he had, I don't even know if he got it if he used like one or maybe two. Maybe 2 would have been enough here, but like 1 wouldn't.
Yeah.
It was
Let's add that to these scores. That's a 2-0 victory for Pestilence. And we'll hop over and check out all of our results from the evening. Just a second, because that was the final match.
that was the final one, yeah. It's Group C.
Yep, so we started off the night with a 2-0 victory for Golden Sea Dogs against Elo Police, picking up 3 points there. Lobsters taking 3 points from the Sinking Dutchman, and then Golden Sea Dogs again taking 3 points from Better Call Scuttle. A really good game, that one, actually. And that puts them on 6 points total. Venomous with a surprise draw versus Midnight Warders, 1 point for each of those, and 3 points for Pestilence as they get a 2-0 victory on HMS Terror.
Such a close call. 2 seconds from being a draw.
Yep. So we see
That
it.
was,
This is how Group A is looking after day 1. So Group B, Lobsters coming in strong in this one. Friendly Ghosts, they'll be playing it next time out on Sunday. Bloody Rascals won't be playing this week. They'll be here next week against these teams. And actually, we need to update this score. 3 points there for Pestilence. Good strong start for them. And then finally, Group D. Golden Sea Dogs taking all the points today. All of them.
Yeah. So many points. And next time they'll fight Scuttle again, so on Sunday it will be a rematch for them. Hopefully Scuttle can get some points back. It was very close in the first match, at least.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking to do that. Coming in as should have been the strongest team in this group based on the qualifying leaderboard. Just letting themselves down a little bit. Golden Sea Dogs are no joke, so next time they're out, I'm sure they'll be looking to get a little bit of revenge there.
Next match is Sunday, 6 p.m. Right.
Yep. We'll round up the stream in just a minute. Thank you all for coming. It's been a pleasure. Just to end over here, I've been your host, Imzi. Hopefully didn't do too awful. GG's to all the teams, that's right indeed. GG's to everybody. Really well played, everybody. And, nice that we got to kick off the group stages today in such a good way. And thank you as well to Korvax for helping me cast these matches today. You're going to see him more in the group stage.
I'll be hanging around. So good to see all the matches, but also no skeleton boats, no fog, no kraken. I can say it now that we're over. I didn't want to say it during the matches.
No, yeah.
None of it.
Successful, actually.
None of it. Such a good start.
Yep. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes too as well today. Our staff team dealing with all the teams and preparing the group stages, and then our ref team today. Thank you to Mala, Eyes, Shuffle and Kev doing a great job there, keeping our matches going. And that's going to be all from us today. So enjoy the rest of your evening. We hope to see you again on Sunday for our second day of the group stage. Lots more exciting matches to come there. Farewell. You want to say bye, Korvax, or whatever you say, Gold?
Have a good night, everybody, and go kick some ass in Season 8. It's patch day. I'll see you out there.
Night, Wolf. Good night, everybody else.
Night.
Ending animation? Okay, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. I think so. Or you can just leave my name up.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.